Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, what up, what up? Y'all already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. el adoro, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. First and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Jackie in the building. La reina de boxeo, con los 5 pesos de super chari party K. Dímelo, mi amor. What's good? You know what, man? I know I usually don't do live this early, especially this early on the weekend and stuff like that. But you know what, man? We got to talk about this fight. And we got to talk about the business of boxing. Because yesterday I did say that we just, you know what? We just can't look at this like the sport. The sport of boxing is dying. And this is another, how you say it? Indication that the business of boxing and the sport of boxing do not coexist at all. The business of boxing, don't look at the sport of boxing. The business of boxing don't give a damn about the fans whatsoever. The business of boxing and the sport of boxing is 2 different type of entities. They don't respect one another. The business hates the fans, don't value the fans. I've spoken to enough boxing personnel in the business of boxing, and they don't give 2 shits about the fans. Not one. I'm keeping it real, bro. I am keeping it real. What's good, Jackie? HLD in the building. HLD, Boricua in the building. Dímelo, hermano. Some of y'all gonna be like, hey, yo, come on, Punch. Look. I've built my channel. I've said it time and time again from the beginning. I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I want all these fighters to be compensated very well. I want all the fighters that risk their lives to be compensated fairly. You know what I'm saying? I want people to invest on these fighters to also be compensated fairly. We don't talk about that, but I want the people that invest on these fighters, that showcase these fighters, so we could get to know these fighters and be fan of these fighters and appreciate these fighters and be fans of these fighters and love these fighters. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get their, if they invest on the fighters, I want them to get their money as well. But this is another indication that the business of boxing does not coexist with the fans. It don't matter. Ladies and gentlemen. I remember when the Zone came through, bro. And I was a supporter of the Zone. I was a supporter of Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing USA. I was heavily into, and you know what? My bank account speaks for itself how I support the Zone. Even when the Zone didn't give me no events on the January, those receipts, I still got those receipts, ladies and gentlemen. I still pay. It still comes out of my bank account. $21, $24, not $27. They're not giving me anything. Let me tell you, let's be real. The Zone, you're not giving me anything. I am giving you. I keep on giving you. Sometimes I don't even know I gave you. I give ESPN Plus my money. I give Showtime pay-per-view my money. I give Fight TV my money. I give Netflix my money. I give Disney my money. You know what? But the Zone is the only one that hook-winked me, though. And the only one that hook-winked us. Because the business model of the Zone was that pay-per-view is dead. And of course, sometimes you buy into something because you may like one thing, right? I'm telling you the truth. Like, I don't like fast food. You know what I'm saying? I don't like not fast food, but meaning like the 500 fortune companies fast food, like McDonald's and Burger Kings and stuff like that. I usually don't like. I like IHOP. IHOP is my favorite. That's it. IHOP is my favorite, right? And if I need to get a chili from Wendy's, I get a chili from Wendy's and stuff like that, right? If I need to get a Fiesta Veggie Burrito and stuff like that from Taco Bell, if it's there, it's there. If it's nothing open and stuff like that, and I'm in the suburbs and these are the only thing that's open, I'll get that, right? But the Zone was the one that told me that pay-per-view is dead and we're coming with a new business model. Eddie Hearn told me, you know what I'm saying? He told us pay-per-view is dead. We like, okay, $10. Okay, all right. You got AJ, all right. You got Canelo, okay. You got Ryan, okay. You got the Future, Ryan. You got Devin Haney, and I even did a video. Go back into my archives when Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy Promotion. Then I remember Devin Haney signed with Matchroom Boxing. To be honest, when Devin Haney signed to Matchroom Boxing, right there. To be honest, that's when I really subscribed and pay monthly. It's funny that it's coming back around, bro. It's coming back around. The Boxing Prophet in the building. The Boxing Prophet, one of the members of Posta Drunken Boxing. Dímelo, mi hermano. Hey, yo, subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member to the channel. Y'all already know the member link is right there. Support your boy. Y'all already know the high octane, a.k.a. el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el café bustelo, el pastor de boxeo. Ponte drunky, my friends. He said Jake Paul brought pay-per-view back. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all remember this? Let me play a little clippy clip. Let me play a little clip with Chuck in the building. What's good, man? Let me play a little clippy clip. I'm going to keep on playing this clip throughout the live. You know what I'm saying? Because they hoodwinked us, right? And ladies and gentlemen, yesterday they announced that Devin the Dream Haney, the undisputed in the lightweight division, of course, he's not undisputed no more because they stripped him from the title or they put him in champion in recess. I don't think he's gonna go back to the 135-pound division. If I was Devin the Dream Haney, I already dropped my belts. I said that even prior fighting, even a Lomachenko. Like I even said that Devin Haney don't need to fight Lomachenko. He should just move up and stuff like that. But he got Lomachenko fight. He beat Lomachenko. A lot of people feel like Lomachenko beat him. But at the end of the day, in his resume, it says that he beat Lomachenko. It is what it is. Devin Haney did his thing. He got a legacy behind him. He's standing on a legacy, and that's what you got to respect, Devin the Dream Haney. This ain't really about the fighters. This is about the business of boxing. The boxers take care of the sport, but the business of boxing has taken over to the point it's going to be hard to respect the fighters. The business of boxing has done the fans so wrong, it's making the fans not respect the fighters as we should, and that's the problem. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the business of boxing don't give a damn. Just like Leonard Ellaby don't give a damn what you feel about their business model with Gervonta Tank Davis. Damn it, it works. It works. It works. As much as we complain, as much as we critique about the business model of Mayweather Promotions and Gervonta Tank Davis, at the end of the day, a lot of people, if you do a poll in your respective platform, if you do a poll, who's the man to beat in the lightweight division, and you put Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin the Dream Haney, how much you want to bet that Gervonta Tank Davis will lead your poll? And if he doesn't lead your poll, it's going to be to the point where, hey, Gervonta Tank Davis got nothing. Devin Haney is undisputed. Still, the man to be is Gervonta Tank Davis. He's your favorite fighter. He's Canelo Alvarez's favorite fighter. He's Floyd Mayweather's favorite fighter. He is Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet's favorite fighter. Hey, Gervonta Tank Davis don't need to go out there and risk it because at the end of the day, he is viewed as the most dangerous of them all. He's got the most paper. He sells arenas and pay-per-view. And this is business model. That's why the business of boxing don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. The business of boxing do not coexist what you think the sport of boxing should be. And this is why we got Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney. And I'm gonna tell you like this: shout out to Regis Prograis, one of the best at 140, the second best in my opinion. I believe the lineal champion Teofimo Lopez in the 140-pound division is the top dog, but Regis Prograis is right there under him. Pause. It's good to see Devin Haney moving up. He's not moving up to face any other like a tune-up. He's going right into a fight with Regis Prograis. You got to give him credit. And as much as you like, okay, Devin Haney doing this thing, the sport of boxing, Devin Haney going to be fighting Regis Prograis. Okay, that's good. The business of boxing telling you, this is a good fight, but I really don't want you to see it. This is a good fight, but they're pushing you away at the same time. Because in all actuality, it's good to have an anticipation. That's what boxing was good at. Boxing was good at the anticipation, gearing you up for a fight, making it on. You have to pay for this. You better, and you have to, and you can't miss it for the world. That's pay-per-view. You need to pay it. You need to be relevant. It need to be live, and you can't miss it to the world, or you're going to be left behind. Ain't nobody really asking for this fight like that. Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson is asked more than a Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. Let's be real, let's be honest. A Devin Haney versus Tank Davis is asked more. A Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia is asked more. A Regis Prograis, even though Regis Prograis, what, 34, 35 years old at the end of the day, he does fight. He is an entertaining fighter, but it's one thing one thing is that it just doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. It's Regis Prograis' performance to his last performance and Devin Haney last performance did not grant me, or that's just my thought, doesn't tell me I gotta see them again. Oh my God. You have to why don't you think that you have to build to a pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying? See, at the end of the day, a lot of people be like, yo, but Gervonta Tank Davis does pay-per-view. But you know something about Gervonta Tank Davis? Gervonta Tank Davis is an exciting fighter. Gervonta Tank Davis is a fan-friendly fighter. Even Gervonta Tank Davis, no matter who he fights, Gervonta Tank Davis' skills and talent, freakish power is must-see TV. That's the difference. I'm not all happy. Guess what? I'm not all happy. Trust me, I'm the same guy that say I pay for pay-per-view. I am going to pay for the pay-per-view of Regis Prograis and Devin the Dream Haney. But you know why I'm going to pay the pay-per-view? It's not really for Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. I'm paying for the pay-per-view because I'm a boxing channel, and I think that my subscribers deserve for me, because they support me. They send super chats like Cesar. They send super chats like Jackie, and the people that support and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I think if y'all don't want to buy it, I'll buy it and I do the live commentary because I feel like that's a responsibility for me to do. But Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. Matter of fact, let me play. Let me play. Did we get hook wink? You let me know. You let me know. Because this was Eddie Hearn. This was Eddie Hearn back then when he was promoting DAZN and telling the whole world that pay-per-view is dead. Pay-per-view, the best of pay-per-view is dead. Basically, he was saying that pay-per-view is dead. You dummies, don't pay for pay-per-view. What you doing pay-per-view? Go subscribe to DAZN. We're free TV. We pay monthly, and we're not gonna steal your money like these guys are doing, like ESPN and Showtime, PBC, and whoever else. We don't do that on DAZN. Pay-per-view is dead. He told me, I bought into it. Ladies and gentlemen, did you forget?
Pay-per-view dead. For many fighters, yeah. I think that unless you're Floyd Mayweather,
Devin Haney or Regis Prograis ain't Floyd Mayweather.
unless you're Conor McGregor,
Devin Haney or Regis Prograis ain't Conor McGregor.
unless you're Canelo,
Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is not Canelo.
then I think pay-per-view is dead. Then I think pay-per-view is dead. At what point is the fight fan going to turn around and go, it's enough?
Now. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
Garcia against Spence. Great fight. But no, we're not paying $90 for that fight.
Man, if Garcia and Earl Spence is not pay-per-view, what makes you think Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is pay-per-view?
Pacquiao Broner. No.
Huh?
You know, Wilder Fury. They're not Canelo Golovkin.
Huh?
They're not Mayweather Pacquiao.
Huh?
Eddie Hearn didn't even think that Tyson Fury versus Wilder was pay-per-view. He didn't even think that Manny Pacquiao and Broner was pay-per-view. But he's going to sell me now that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is pay-per-view. My brother, what a salesman you are. But you're not faking me now on this one, brother. You did hook winked me in the past, Eddie Hearn. But you're not doing it to me. You shouldn't do that to us. This was as good about videos and stuff like that. You could always go back. So what you was selling me, Eddie Hearn, back in the days, huh? what you was selling me, huh? And put it this way, okay, y'all want pay-per-view, all right, okay, but let me tell you like this, Anthony Joshua ain't the same. Anthony Joshua ain't the same, huh? He ain't value the same for us. So let's be real, let's be honest. He ain't the Black Terminator, huh? Canelo Alvarez is no longer on the zone. Triple G is semi-retired. Ryan Garcia fought it with Showtime, and yes, it was a pay-per-view also on the zone and stuff like that. It was a collaboration and ish like that. Y'all never thought about putting Devin Haney on pay-per-view in the first place, and now you're going to give us pay-per-view the zone. Do you know Eddie Hearn? Do you know? Look, even you. What is it? Is there Matchroom USA? Anyway, look, shout out to Eddie Hearn. I like the way that he does promote. He know how to promote, even though he got to lie a little bit and stuff like that. Whatever. I like that he's out there promoting. You know what I'm saying? But yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Do you? I don't think that everybody. Did y'all get the email I got several months ago? Did y'all get the email? Do you know how many people I know unsubscribed to the zone because of their hike? Did you read? Did everybody get, did everybody get the same email I got? Did you look? First was we're putting pay-per-view, but you promoted me that pay-per-view was dead. And not only, look at this, Canelo is out, AJ has lost, he's not the same selling guy, Triple G is done. These are the people why people subscribe to the zone. People subscribe to the zone because of Canelo, because of Triple G, because of Anthony Joshua. Let's be real, let's be honest. This is why people subscribe to the zone. They're not there anymore. They're not. You know what I'm saying? And then they hit us with this. Did y'all get the email? Because I got the email. Did y'all get the email? You remember this? I was paying $100 a year. But then they say, you got to pay $224.99. Did you get the email? Did you get the memo? Did you know when the zone emailed this to everybody? Do you know how many people told me that they unsubscribed to the zone? So now, this is why I feel like it's bad timing. Now you got to convince. I don't think that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is something to convince to buy pay-per-view. Is it a fight to convince the people to subscribe to the zone? Yes. Is it subscribe to the zone and pay the pay-per-view? Diablo, qué hustler son ustedes, mi hermano. Así no, mi hermano. Más respeto a la gente. This is what I was saying yesterday on my live, bro. The business of boxing does not care two shits about you, about us. They don't care. Yo, they don't care. They selling you yo. You ask for coffee, and what they giving you, ask for coffee and 2 sugars, they giving you hot Pepsi. And say it's coffee. You go to Starbucks for coffee black with 2 sugars. The mother of the counter, he got a Pepsi can and stuff like that. He gonna heat it up and shit like that and give it to you and say that shit is coffee. Don't worry, I gotta put sugar on it. Lord. My Lord. Did y'all get this email too? You telling me you got no Canelo? AJ ain't the same. Triple G's not the same. Ryan Garcia went to Showtime for the biggest fight. This must be the one fight Devin owed Eddie, and the zone has no rematch. If Haney wins, wouldn't be surprised if them signs again with Eddie. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Shout out to DHP. Shout out to Bill Haney, bro. Shout out to Bill, cause for real, the business. They got this shit on lock. They know how to be at the right place at the right time. They know how to get the money from Top Rank. They know how to get the money from Showbox. They know how to get the money from Eddie. They are great businessmen. I gotta give Bill Haney. He is one of the he is one of the best managers in the sport of boxing. I say top 3. The way that he has put his son in position, to be honest, bro, is a beautiful thing to watch. If we just dial in on what Bill has done for his son in this industry, in the boxing industry, bro, beautiful, bro, beautiful, man. And you know what I like a little? You know what I like about Bill? You know what I like about Bill? You know what I like about DHP and Bill Haney? That I think people thought that he makes decision with his heart. Nah, bro. He don't got no emotions when he making business. And the best business personnel are those that got no emotions. See, I know that Floyd Mayweather thought that Devin Haney would sign like Gervonta Tank Davis or like other fighters based on who Floyd Mayweather is and stuff like that. You remember when Bill, Devin Haney's in the TMT gym and shit like that, and Floyd Mayweather saying that Devin Haney is gonna be the next. Remember, Floyd Mayweather was pumping Devin Haney way longer than Gervonta Tank Davis. Pause. Dr. Mofongo, dímelo, mi hermano, Dr. Mofongo. ¿Qué lo que? He said, conscious talk, creating false narrative with that comment. Mira. We all know you corny, hater punch. He would go with the haters. Y'all don't like what I'm saying, but now I'm a hater. Right? Now I'm a hater. Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm a hater. Because this is a pay-per-view fight. I'm a hater now. Okay, whatever. It's always that. It don't matter if I say that Devin Haney is going to be the most powerful guy in the sport of boxing. When I did that shit like almost 3 years ago, I was a hater, right? I wasn't a hater, right? Right? Let me see. It says people in the chat. I like to play with the chat now. Okay, he goes. Conscious ENT says I'm a hater. We all know you corny, hater punch and stuff like that. All right. Yeah, I'm corny. I'm punch. Yeah. I'm a hater. Hater of what? Let me see. Let's go to my receipts. Let me see. It's always like people be coming at me like if they be eating Devin Haney's twat or something like that. Like or you his cousin or something like hold on, but let me see if I was a hater here. Okay, let me see if I was a hater here. Let me see. Let me see if I was a hater here. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go to the archives. Oh, right here. I don't look at that. Better. Where it go? Oh no, hold on. Shit. 1 second. Let me see. Let me see where we at. Let me see. Let's put it out there. Dímelo, hermano, dímelo, high, low. Dímelo, con los 2 pesos de plátano. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, better than Frosted Flakes. Let's go, high, low. Okay, que me digo que yo soy hater. Gracias, high, low. Devin Haney, future most powerful man in boxing. What year I said that? January 16, 2001. It's still up. Checkmate. Was it at the slogan of Lomachenko versus Devin Haney? Checkmate. Damn, Punch. You were ahead of the curve. Huh? Was I a hater? Am I a hater then? Am I hating too? Am I hating? Hold on. Okay. I got you right here. Let me see. See, I think that people have taken this, the email champ, and that he's a boring fighter, and they take it way too personal. At the end of the day, you know it and I know it. Based off his contemporaries, he's not an entertaining fighter. Those are the facts. Another thing, he never won his WBC before beating George Kambosos. We all know that. So what's the problem? Is that hating? Can you show me the video when he won his WBC before George Kambosos? No, you can't. Is that hating? But put it this way. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see if you think I really hate. If I'm a real hater. Let me see. Hold on. Look, this is around the time I started my channel. Hold on. Hold on. Devin Haney, the new golden boy, is ready for Vasily Lomachenko after September 13th. Look at what year. Look at year. Look at the year. Look at the year. Hold on. Let me see if we could do this. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see.
So Matchroom is on Eddie Hearn just signed Devin Haney. Man, just for that signing, I had to get it. I had to get the zone.
Ooh, wait. Let me go back to my receipts. You let me know why Punch Drunk Boxing actually subscribed to the zone. Okay, y'all can go back if y'all want to see. There you go. Boom. Look how I hype the young fighters. Remember, I started my channel hyping the young fighters. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We'll break Mayweather. Look at this. Look at that. 103 views. I was nobody back then, Primera. Listen to what I said.
I just signed Devin Haney. Man, just for that signing, I had to get it. I had to get the zone. Yep, I signed up for the year subscription. Oh, yeah.
Matchroom signs Devin Haney, and I said, yep, I had to get it. I subscribe a yearly subscription to the zone. But I'm the hater though. See, the thing is, people don't like to listen to almost everything I say. They don't like to listen. They just be like, he's boring. Oh, he's a hater. Email champion. Oh, but if you remember the video when I called Devin Haney an email champion, you know what I said in that video? I said, dump the shit that they don't respect. They're gonna make you look like they're gonna make you look like you a paper champion. And did that make Devin Haney look like a paper champion? See, the beef that I had was against the WBC. It was not Devin Haney, but Devin Haney's gonna catch the bullets if you're gonna parade that belt like you actually earned it. And it wasn't even the email champion came when he got elevated as the WBC. I was mad at the WBC for elevating, and I even said that Jamal Charlo should drop the belts. Yeah, at the end of the day, I was saying that they're gonna treat you and they're gonna devalue you like they do in Jamal Charlo, Devin Haney. Don't keep it. Yes, it all came through around, and yes, him having that belt got him in the position to get the George Kambosos and stuff like that. But I say it was the Russian and Ukraine thing that really got him in position to get that title shot. But anyway, look, I said for him, the email champion didn't came about when he got elevated. The email champion came about. I labeled him the email champion was because when he got stripped, like he got stripped right now in Champion of Recess, just like he is right now. He's the WBC champion of Recess. They put him on Champion of Recess because he had a shoulder surgery, and they order the Fortuna versus Luke Campbell. After he made the comments of, I would never lose to a white boy, right? And they signed a petition around that same time to give him his belt. That's when people was like, yo, but why Devin Haney is petitioning to get a belt that he never earned? That's when he got the email championship belt. Why are you petitioning? Now, right, Fortuna and Campbell is going to be fighting. Why are you petitioning for a belt that you actually never earned? That's when the email champion, because you emailed Mauricio Sudamon during the pandemic at that time, so you could petition and get that belt. And that's when, and the WBC waited 3 weeks, and then you had to apologize before Mauricio Sudamon and the WBC give you a belt back because they was not happy with the comments that you're saying that you would never lose to a white boy. I think people forgot about all that shit, but I'm just breaking it down to what it was. Today, he is lightweight undisputed. Yes, he already they stripped him and put him in Champion of Recess. That's why we got Shakur Stevenson going to be fighting Frank Martin. You get it? Now, let's say if Devin Haney right now says he's not going to fight in Regis Prograis, he's going to go back to the 135 and he petitioned to get his belt back. I will be like, you know what? He should get his belt back. You know why? Because he actually earned that belt. But I wouldn't ever agree if he would have done it. If he would have done it and never earned the belt and stuff like that. And then we won't see Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin fight for the title. You understand what I'm trying to say? Dr. Mofongo said, what's good, Esco? What's good, Esco? Salute, punch, run back to the pastor de boxeo. Dímelo, hermano. What's good? Haney should have rematched Shaloma. The storyline was written given the controversy, but we all know Team Haney didn't want that smoke. In all actuality, you know what I'm saying? I got to be real. I think that Lomachenko won the fight, but hey, man, it was a close fight. For a lot of it was. For me, I had a 116-112 Lomachenko, but I think they put up a good fight. I think it lived up to the slogan of the fight. And I already said I won't even ask Devin Haney to go fight at 135. I'm not gonna. I've been saying it for a long time. Devin Haney been a lightweight since 14 years old, just like a Tio. If they got to move up, I don't want them to be less than 100 to fight. Just like I don't want Earl Spence to be in 147. I don't want Dick Thurman in 147. I think they've been there far too long. You know what I'm saying? If Lomachenko wants to fight Devin Haney, go up and go up. You know what I'm saying? If he's too small, like everybody else says, hey, then you can't go up. I mean, you know, we seen Canelo Alvarez do it. You great, go up. I mean, Bud Crawford is going to do it. I mean, we seen Manny Pacquiao, we seen Floyd Mayweather, we seen Oscar De La Hoya. If you can't move up past that, then all right, then you can't get that shot. But that was your opportunity to become an undisputed. Smash the like button, smash the like. I don't even think it was close at all. Loma bagged that fight. Yeah, I had a 116-112. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change. A lot of people felt Catterall won. Josh Taylor won. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. A lot of people felt like Rolly robbed the old man. Well, Tony Weeks robbed the old man. Guess what? Nobody's talking about the old man no more. So, you know, and I think that's why the business boxing, it is what it is, because the boxing fans will change. They won't stay on they won't stay 10 toes down and start fighting for this particular fighter that got robbed. Now they move on to the next. That's it. There's people out there that feel like Regis Prograis lost his last fight. But now we got Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. Anybody fighting for the other guy that lost? Anybody care? Anybody screaming that Devin Haney should be fighting him? No. Anybody saying that Tio should be fighting the other guy? I don't even know his name. You know what I'm saying? Us boxing fans, we complain all day, but guess what? Just like what I'm doing right now. I'm not really complaining. I'm just letting you know. I'm just piggybacking of what I was saying yesterday about the business of boxing and the sport of boxing. I said the business of boxing do not coexist with the sport of boxing. The business of boxing do not give a crap about you as a fan. It doesn't give a crap. It doesn't give a crap your financial. They don't give a damn if this is a good fight for pay-per-view. Somewhere in the business of boxing, in the negotiation rooms, they have a number that we think that our idea of success pay-per-view is their ideal number. See, because we're so used to the Floyd Mayweather numbers and stuff like that, and the millions and the Canelo Alvarez million pay-per-views with the Triple G's, we think that is the success. But in all actuality, we don't know what's the success number of this particular fight. Maybe we think that 150,000 or 200K is unsuccessful. But what about if you're not in negotiation rooms and they say that our numbers for success will be 230K? We don't know that. All fights are not created equal. So not all business models or business, how you say it, success is created equal. Now, if you put Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis, and it does maybe like 200K, I think that's a failure, because I think Teo and Tank should be doing well over 500K. I don't think that anybody that put pay-per-view for Regis Prograis and Devin Haney really considers that this pay-per-view is going to do above 500K. But they're putting in a pay-per-view. So where is their success number? Lomachenko and Devin Haney, somebody that a lot of people know, they know Lomachenko way more than people know Regis Prograis worldwide. It only did what, 130? Devin Haney is not an entertaining fighter. And I'm gonna tell you like this: is Devin Haney was knocking out people and stuff like that leading up to the Lomachenko fight. See, Lomachenko didn't fight great versus Jermaine Ortiz, and Devin Haney was a snoozer. Not the last fight with George Kambosos, but in the second fight, that's it. Nobody thought nothing of George Kambosos. He still went 12 rounds with George Kambosos. It looked like he didn't entertain people in those two fights. He did better than the first fight that he entertained people. Remember, our mind, and I always said this about Devin Haney, and a lot of people always be like, oh, you a hater. No. And I always say this to them. I've said this to Bill. It's not about Devin Haney being just not a boring fighter. Is that Devin Haney's contemporaries is so much exciting. Gervonta Tank Davis is exciting. Teofimo Lopez is exciting. Look at Teofimo Lopez playing around with Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is the lineal, is the morally undisputed that never lost his title. And he was playing around with him, dancing around and stuff like that. Even when he's fighting Pedro Come, he's dancing around. He's being a showsman. So he's entertaining. Shakur Stevenson is suddenly knocking people out and displaying his power. He's become an entertaining fighter ever since the Jamel Herring fight. Ryan Garcia, yeah, he got knocked out his last fight, but prior to that, he's an entertaining fighter. So my thing was with Devin Haney, and I say, yo, it's not about just winning. We know that you can box. We know that you can outbox somebody. It is, can you outperform your contemporaries? Because these guys are getting the credit of entertaining. I will pay my pay-per-view money for Gervonta Tank Davis because he's entertaining. Same thing with Teo. If he was a pay-per-view, I will pay my pay-per-view because he entertains. I think these guys are must-see TV. Regis Prograis last fight, Teofimo Lopez last fight, and the numbers doesn't tell me I need to pay for it, but I will pay because I feel like I have a responsibility for the boxing fans. Just like I felt like Gervonta Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz was not a pay-per-view fight. Nobody knew who pay-per-view. I mean, nobody knew who Pitbull Cruz was. You know what? But I'm going to pay for the pay-per-view. Matter of fact, I paid for the pay-per-view the same day that Gervonta Tank Davis fought Leo Santa Cruz was the same day that Naoya Inoue fought Jason Maloney. Guess what? I paid for the pay-per-view and I still stuck watching Inoue versus Maloney, and then I fell asleep. And I still paid for it. In the end of the day, I see it like, yeah, I'm giving money to the fighters as well. The problem with the DAZN is that the DAZN hook-winked me. See, Showtime never hook-winked us. As much as we may not like the business model and how they've been moving Gervonta Tank Davis' career, competition-wise, Mayweather Promotions already told us what it is. We're not going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. We're not going to put him in the ring with nobody that's not under the Mayweather and the PBC umbrella. We're going to fight pay-per-view. We're not in it for the belts. So in the end of the day, I'm not frustrated with Gervonta Tank Davis because in the end of the day, they're not lying to me. They may be saying something that you don't like. It's like when you in a real, it's just like when you tell a chick, a chick, you know what I'm saying, is interested in you, and you actually tell a chick, you know what, you're not my type. They get their feelings hurt, but I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not attracted towards me. Oh my God, what the fuck you mean, motherfucker? What you mean? Like, I'm not attracted. You think you all that? No, I wasn't trying to diss you, baby. I'm just saying that you're not attracted to me. That's all. I'm not interested in you. You're not my cup of tea. You're not the woman I want to hold hands with. You're not my trophy. You're not all of that. But you could be a trophy to somebody else. That doesn't mean I hate you. That doesn't mean you know what I'm saying, I can't be friends with you, you know? That's how the thing is about with Gervonta Tank, they never lie to us. We just don't like their business mind. We just don't like that. Damn, we want to see Tank versus Shakur and Teo and Haney and all these elite fighters. And they saying, no, we're showcasing. We're an attraction. We're going to make pay. We're going to sell the arenas with whoever we fight. If we want to fight somebody in the halal truck, that's what we're going to do. And you're gonna pay, and you don't want to pay. It doesn't matter. Gervonta Tank Davis got his loyal fan base that packs the place. It is what it is. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London. What's good, bruv? Sessa in the building. What's good, Sessa? But the problem with the DAZN and Eddie Hearn is that y'all gave me a business model. You promoted, you made me buy. That's the whack shit about it. is that you made me buy something that it wasn't really it. If you go to any store, any restaurant, if you buy, like I said earlier, if you ask for a cup of coffee, I don't expect a hot Pepsi. If you buy a cup of coffee with 2 spoons of sugar and they give you hot Pepsi or hot Coca-Cola, they just microwave the Coca-Cola and give you, this is coffee. It's black, it's coffee, it's right there. Look, we didn't even add no sugar. There's gonna be some problems. And that's what it is with the zone. You told me that pay-per-view was dead. I bought into that. You told me, Eddie Hearn, we believe in you, Eddie Hearn. That's why most of the people, look, let's be real. The one that was promoting the zone was Eddie Hearn. So the people that subscribed to the zone was based on really what Eddie Hearn was doing, of course, and Golden Boy promotion with the Canelo and stuff like that. Dímelo, Jaime, ¿qué lo que? But Eddie Hearn, you told me this. How Eddie Hearn didn't even believe that a Wilder and a Fury is a pay-per-view event. Let's play. I'm gonna keep on playing this throughout the live, so we understand where we at in this. Hold on, where we at?
For many fighters, yeah. I think that unless you're Floyd Mayweather,
Devin Haney or Regis Prograis ain't Floyd Mayweather.
unless you're Conor McGregor,
Devin Haney or Regis Prograis ain't Conor McGregor.
unless you're Canelo,
Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is not Canelo.
then I think pay-per-view is dead. Then I think pay-per-view is dead. At what point is the fight fan going to turn around and go, it's enough?
Now. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
Garcia against Spence. Great fight. But no, we're not paying $90 for that fight.
Man, if Garcia and Earl Spence is not pay-per-view, what makes you think Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is pay-per-view?
Pacquiao Broner. No.
Huh?
You know, Wilder Fury. They're not Canelo Golovkin.
Huh?
They're not Mayweather Pacquiao.
Huh?
Punch, that was before the zone got Canelo to hype up pay-per-view. But I didn't have to pay pay-per-view for Canelo. I didn't have to pay pay-per-view for AJ. I didn't pay pay-per-view for AJ Ruiz. I didn't pay pay-per-view for the championship run on the zone outside of Caleb Plant, but that was a PBC event. You know, Eddie Hearn, that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is not pay-per-view. People left the zone because of the hype, because of this. How are you going to convince people now? And this is what I mean. I don't understand why, but how are you going to convince people to not only buy the pay-per-view, but they're going to double dip on you? They're going to take this. What happened? This what happens when we got the Canelo. What was the Canelo? The Canelo pay-per-view, right? You pay the pay-per-view with Canelo, but you needed to resubscribe to this. So let me give you an example. Let me see if I go to my email. See if I go to my email. Give me a second. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go to the email. Hold on. Let me go to the email. Okay. Give me 1 second. Boom. Hold on. Pera. Where's my receipt? No, there. All right. Buy for $59.99. All right. Okay. Get it right here. Cancel my subscription. I was so tight, ladies and gentlemen. I was so tight. I said, no, my friend, me voy de aquí. Your cancellation confirms. Me voy de aquí. Me voy, right? All right. Guess what? Diablo, vamos a comprar eso. Yo lo compré. On top of the $59.99, te quitan because you resubscribed. Espera, ¿a dónde está? When was the fight? Hold on. ¿Dónde está? Oh, where was that? Where's that? Okay. All right. Okay. But oh, okay. Oh, 5th. Cuando pagué por esto, mira, cuando pagué por esto, right? The next week me quitaron 27. So on top of the $59.99, me quitaron 27 pesitos, me lo quitaron, mi gente. Me lo quitaron, mi gente. So now, I think that Regis Prograis, Devin Haney is a decent fight. A lot of credit for Devin Haney to move up to the 140, and his first fight will be Regis Prograis. You got to commend Devin Haney. You have to commend Devin Haney. For the last several fights, you cannot be mad at Devin Haney. You cannot be. Devin Haney is standing on legacy. You know what I'm saying? Fighting Lomachenko, and he didn't have to fight Lomachenko. He didn't have to fight Lomachenko. He could have gone straight to the 140 and fight Regis Prograis. He could have gone up to the 140 and fight for the vacant title. Right? So you got to give credit to Devin Haney to fight Regis Prograis. Right? The winner of that, I would love to see them fight a unification bout with Teofimo Lopez. I still want to see a Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. I think Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is a pay-per-view, in my opinion. Not throwing shades at Regis Prograis. I just think that matchup is never a matchup that the fans really got behind or really asked for. It wasn't a demand in all actuality. I think in this community, people talked more about Regis Prograis versus Matias than a Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney, to be honest. And then Regis Prograis said if he doesn't fight Devin Haney, he'll fight Adrian Broner. So I understand where Regis Prograis is at in his career. He's trying to cash out, not cash out, but cash in, because I don't think that he's going to retire or nothing like that. But at this point, at the age of 34, 35, you want to get paid, and as he should. And shout out to Jake Paul, because when he fought on Triller, the undercard of Triller, he got paid more than anybody, and Jake Paul looked out for Regis Prograis. And Regis Prograis is one of the good fighters, one of the good guys in the sport of boxing. So of course, I want him to be compensated very, very well. I just don't think that where the DAZN is at, maybe they can make a case if they was fighting on ESPN, but the business model that the DAZN promoted to the people, and this is going to be a fight that Eddie Hearn is promoting. Why this fight is really a pay-per-view. And I said this yesterday, we're going to be talking about the business of boxing, right? Because the sport of boxing is really no mas. Dímelo Basso. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send the link. If y'all want to talk about it, let's send the link. I'll send the link. I haven't sent the link in a while. If anybody want to jump in, and talk about this fight, talk about the potential of this pay-per-view. You wouldn't buy the pay-per-view. Let me see the poll anyway. Let me see. How much? 96 people voted. How much will Haney versus Regis Prograis sell? 35% says 2,000. 35% has voted 2,000 pay-per-view buys. 43% got 100K. 17% got 350K. 500K plus. I think they got to be one of Devin Haney's or Regis Prograis friends or family member. Nobody in their right mind thinks it is going to do more than 500K, but I'll send the link if anybody want to jump in and stuff like that, and we could talk about we could talk about it. Somebody said more than 500K. Dímelo, Basso, ¿qué lo que? We early on a Saturday. Smash the like. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pera. HLD in the building, Boxing Learn in the building. Dime, mi hermano, ¿qué es lo que, everybody?
What's going on, Punch? ¿Qué es lo que hay hoy?
What's up?
What's good? Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, December 9th. That's what they say in my compiture. The Boxing Voice have reported. Well, first and foremost, what y'all think about the fight and what y'all think about this fight being pay-per-view.
Man, I'm not getting hoodwinked again with the bullshit, bro. Let's call it a day. Until Devin Haney signs, he's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. He hasn't signed yet. Just like he never signed the first time. This is all bullshit until then. I see it's official from Eddie Hearn that Quack Haney signed and that they have a venue and that it's ready to go. It's all bullshit. We've had Regis waiting for 2 months, waiting for him to sign. The fight was supposed to be in November 11th. The guy's been waiting forever. So the
animosity. I want you to tell the people the animosity, HLD, that you had towards the Haney, because damn, you're saying, what is it, brother? What is it?
The bullshit, bro. I'm not falling for the bullshit. I'm not falling for the bullshit. But until it's official, is it a good fight? Yeah, I think it's going to be a decent fight. That I can say. But the business side of all this shit, man, Bill Haney and his cat, bro. Until it's official, I don't believe it's that date.
Did you give credit to Devin Haney more? And he moving up to the 140. The first guy that he's going to be fighting is Regis Prograis.
It should have been Teo. That's what it should have been. It should have been Teo. He wanted to avoid Teo by if he was going to retire, so he could fight Barboza. No, man, it should have been Teo. Then after that, Teo said, "Okay, let's do this." Let's do it. No, he ain't doing it. He's running after the guy who looked the worst out of all the fights that they watched.
What you think, Boxing Learner?
I think they gave him an option, right? They gave him like 24 hours, and then he was really, I guess he wasn't too confident about fight Teo. I think it's more about money. They want to get paid. The Haney's really want to get paid a certain type of way. They came in the game a certain type of way so that Devin Haney could get paid like huge, like even before he was a champion. I believe he was getting paid like. So yeah, you go.
They doing. I think that, like I said earlier, I think that Bill Haney has done a wonderful job with his son. The business side, he's been, to be honest, he's been a genius in this sport to crack through. To maneuver yourself in the position that Devin Haney's been in. It's not easy, bro. It's very, very hard, bro. Jay-Z couldn't do it with fighters. 50 Cent couldn't do it with fighters. So where Bill Haney got his son, he always got him in right position. Sometimes at the right place at the right time.
Kudos and credit, Punch. They're not no. Let's make this clear. Nobody's taking away. Well, I'm not taking away on how they do whatever business they do. It's all the cap and bullshit out here in the front that stars up his fanboys and have them capping bullshit. That's the part that is just very disappointing. Like right now, he didn't Devin Haney go on the same day of the weigh-ins of Spence and Crawford to clout chase on their day to announce that he's fighting Regis Prograis on October 28th, when in fact he never even signed the contract that day for him to be announcing a fight. Yet Prograis already had signed the fight for November 11th. This is the cap that's just stop bullshitting. Give it to us straight.
But I understand that that's the beef that I was talking about with Eddie Hearn. I like Eddie Hearn, but let's be honest. Even he winked us with the DAZN and buying the pay-per-view. That this is a pay-per-view dead model. The DAZN is here, where you don't need a buy. You don't need.
That's a little bigger call than just Eddie, though. That's the whole board of investors who are like, yo, we're losing money and things got to change. So yeah, it changes throughout. It didn't change like overnight. It changed, you know what I mean?
No, what I'm saying is that people, even the way that Devin Haney facilitated the way how he could get the media and saying, remember, they'll have the event for, what was it, the Bud and Earl Spence, but then he's in Vegas too. All right, all the media is climbing over. All right, let me have an open workout. They're going to come over here, and then they're going to be talking about Devin Haney while all the media also was talking about this big fight. and that's the way they move business wise, advertising, marketing wise. Those are smart business moves.
Well,
In the end of the day, you can see it. Some people can see it as clout, but then at the end of the day, it's still a business move.
it is clout because it's based on bullshit. Now, if you say, "Hey, I'm gonna have a press conference on the day of, or a workout on the day of the weigh-ins of Spence and Crawford," well, yeah, that is smart. But to be coming out and making a full announcement on ESPN Plus of saying a fight while you got another fighter who's Regis Prograis waiting on your ass to make this fight happen, you're bullshitting everybody around you.
But you see, but look at that right there, what you just said. Look at that. On ESPN Plus, first and foremost, he's a free agent. What is Devin Haney doing on ESPN Plus?
Well, we know there's other things behind the background, just like that. Like this fight that he's having on supposedly with Eddie now is something that's old.
But that's what I'm saying, that the way that they move is smart. It is, and if they get this fight, think about it. If December 9th is Regis Prograis and Devin Haney, then all the moves, all the quote unquote clout chase it ends up being the fight.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's hypothetically this fight is happening December 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have the fight of Spence and Crawford coming about that date,
that's not gonna happen.
Or what other fight can happen that date?
He's still on vacation. We already in September. He's not gonna go. He's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that
fight's gonna happen next year.
Yeah, that's gonna happen next year.
But what other fights are to be available going on about that date?
Demetrius Andre and David Benavidez.
I'm sorry, that fight's gonna kill that fight.
Yeah, that's why I put it. That's why I put it on Twitter. If it lands on the same night, which fight will people watch? And 73% said David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre.
Absolutely.
And think about it. Think about if it's 2 pay-per-view events.
Oh, you know that Benavidez and Boob was gonna be a pay-per-view.
Then who I'm paying for? I'm paying for the David Benavidez.
Oh, I'm absolutely.
I'm paying for that. Sorry,
like no disrespect to Devin Haney, but he's just not one of my favorite fighters like that.
I just think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he looked really good in that Jorge Linares fight. That's the only fight I really liked. But other than that, I've never really been. Even back then when Hazengod that makes the videos of boxers, like even in the comment section, people were like, yeah, he's good, but he's just not that interesting.
Well, I mean, let's keep it fair. He looked competitive at least versus Loma. You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't a trash fight. I'm not. The fight with Jorge Linares, Devin Haney looked excellent until the last part of the 10th round and the two last rounds after that. But against Loma, that was an entertaining fight. I can't take that away. It was an entertaining fight.
I think they shot themselves on the foot, because if people are saying, like you said, boxing owner, you say they want the money. Of course they want the money, but they want the money in which they know. Let's say Eddie Hearn gave Devin Haney, what was it, like $3 million guarantee. He know he know that was in the market for Devin Haney. So if he's putting this for pay-per-view because the fighters are asking for this particular money that they got when they was getting this type of money that they know that was in the market. You know what I'm saying? So now Devin Haney's like, yo, I ain't gonna pay me less. I gotta give me more now. I mean, I made $4 million versus Lomachenko. Now you gotta give me more, because this is what I've been earning since even I was with y'all. Y'all the one that put that price tag on me. It was you, Eddie Hearn. So now you got to pay me. You want me, you got to pay me that type
but the market changes, and the bottom line is he doesn't sell. And so the only reason that they're going to try to make this pay-per-view on DAZN, because Eddie Hearn is not going to foot the bill. So he's like, all right, now you put skin in the game. You want to get paid. You're going to get a little sum of a guarantee, and the rest is on what you sell.
Personally, I don't think guys under 147 should be on pay-per-view. Unless you're like really a big star, 2 big stars coming together.
How much did Bud and Earl Spence do anyway?
I think 650.
650, and that was the most asked fights in boxing. And at least with both fighters, they coming in with great performance. They're coming in. Bud Crawford stop Sean Porter, a guy that I thought I knew that Bud was going to beat him, but I never thought that he was going to stop Sean Porter. And then you got Earl True Spence that broke the orbital bone of Ugas. So they both coming in with the height.
You didn't stop him. It's correct that.
and great performances. Loma, I mean, Devin Haney is not coming with the I must see him next, must see TV. And then Regis Prograis was one of his worst performances. Why do they feel like, okay, is the price point of the new subscription on the Zone? So that means if you haven't subscribed to the Zone, you're gonna have to subscribe for the Zone for the year, and then on top of that, gonna pay for the pay-per-view. And then you got two fighters, which is a good matchup, but their last performance is not like, oh, yo, damn, I'm gonna pay for this. Regis Prograis, let's be real, is not even known like that. Why are they doing that to themselves?
If this fight was on ESPN, this fight would be on ESPN if it was with Top Rank. It would be on ESPN Prime Saturday, and that's it. That's what this fight would be. I mean, it wouldn't be no pay-per-view.
And I heard people were having problem with the zones with the last pay-per-view when they were trying to buy it with the Gervonta versus
I thought it was Showtime.
Ryan Garcia. No, they were having problem with the zones pay-per-view. Yeah,
I didn't have problems with that, and I bought it off the Zone too.
I don't know why, but they did.
Then I read Punch that this fight is going to be in San Francisco.
Then and I think that's why it opens up. They're probably saying it's a good idea, but if I check the date, how much you want to bet there's a boxing event on December 9th? If they fighting in San Francisco, like I could do this real quick. Let me see if it's y'all fighting in Las Vegas because y'all really want to fight in Las Vegas. I mean, not Las Vegas, in San Francisco, or there's already something booked.
Well, I know November was out. MGM was open the entire month of November, available. And then from what I read on a tweet that they're thinking this fight is going to be at the at the Golden State Warriors Stadium. Dude, San Francisco is a dying market. If everybody's leaving over there, man. So I don't even know who they're gonna try.
The NBA in-season tournament in the T-Mobile Arena. So the NBA already got that booked. Who else? Let me see the MGM Grand. So MGM Grand, T-Mobile is booked.
I remember T-Mobile was booked, but up to 2 weeks ago or more. MGM Grand was open the entire month, had no events.
Shit, let me see. Where we at? Damn. They booked. Let me see where we at.
I really don't care what they're gonna make. I mean, just make the damn fight already, man. That's just let's stop bullshitting.
Now I wanted
the damn contract and make it happen.
See the ESPN just right now said Devin Haney will enjoy a Bay Area homecoming as he tries to become 2 division champion. His challenge will December 9th at San Francisco. Source told Regis Prograis, which originally planned for October 28th. Haney
That's a cap. It was not ever October 28th.
Bay Area, Devin Haney tweeted, Bay Area December, I'm coming. But also, maybe Regis Prograis was capping too.
No, yeah, the contract was signed. He ain't gonna be on that bullshit.
I mean, I think he signed for the date and for the fight, but remember, it's separate contracts. It's like David Benavidez signed a 3-fight deal with PBC, just like Canelo Alvarez, but then there's another contract of which fighter they're gonna fight. So they already got their date.
When Devin Haney did this fake announcement on ESPN, I spoke with Jake Donovan, and he no, the only person that had signed, so he wasn't trying to confirm the fight on boxing because he knew that Devin Haney never signed the contract. That the only person that signed at that time was, he didn't have the date for Regis, but he knew that he's the only one who signed, and so that's why they couldn't confirm it. And as we go along, we find out that it's not that Devin Haney never even had signed the contract for October 28th. That Regis signed for November 11th. So he was like, "What the hell are you talking about, Devin?"
But what I'm saying is that Regis Prograis then came out live and saying that he already signed his date and he's not changing the date, that he's not fighting later than that. But guess what? You are fighting later than that. So you did change the date. So what?
Well, now they have. Now they have.
He's the A side. Why he ain't make the fight? Why he ain't pressure Devin Haney to sign when he wanted to sign?
Well, it's a good payday. Punch. Let's not keep it. Let's keep it a buck. It's a good pay. He's on the zone, and who else is gonna bring a payday for him on the zone? None. Tio ain't fighting on the zone. Subriel Matias ain't fighting. And who's the other? Oh, and the vacant belt.
Siga ahí, HD. Siga. Randy in the building. Randy.
La
They said
musiquita, la
it's gonna be,
musiquita.
250 pay-per-view buys, but because it's the Mayweather blueprint, because they want to see Devin lose. Honestly, I don't think people care that much about Devin. It's not the same level of Mayweather.
I don't care. Anybody out there thinking, look, man, the bottom line is, you guys out there who think are trying to push on Haney, oh yeah, we're hating on, bro. You're the same guys who are not even gonna buy the fight. 90% of the Devin Haney fans are not buying his fight. Y'all streaming it, won't even buy a ticket to go visit him. So let's stop the cat.
Yeah, I want to talk about this because to be honest, what KS said about the Mayweather blueprint, I don't, and I've heard a couple of people say it in different channels and different panels. I disagree with that Haney is going with the Mayweather blueprint. The only reason why I say that, like, I understand why people are saying it, that people want to see him lose, he's hated. First, I don't think that Devin Haney is really hated. That's number one. And I don't think that Devin Haney got the lip to create that type of hate like Floyd Mayweather. See, Floyd Mayweather knew that he was creating this villain personality so he could sell, blah, blah. I don't think Devin Haney is like he's like a mellow, he's like a pause, he's like a sweet guy, It's
not even about the personality. He's nowhere near as good as Mayweather to hate on. Yeah. He's nowhere near. He's not even a 50% of Mayweather to be like, no. Are you kidding me? That ain't no blueprint. You gotta be at least fucking specially good. And he's nowhere near Mayweather. So let's cap that bullshit.
Like I don't even, it's like, it's not even a comparison. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They calling him Dev Dollars, bro. Like he's some type of stripper hooker or something, bro. Dev Dollars. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Are trying to force this image on this kid that he is not. Even the fake gunner has charged, bro. Trying to make him think like he got some cred. Get out of here, bro.
What's good, Elvis? Elvis con los 5 pesos de super chat. Elvis said, yo, that fight won't sell. I'll punch or sell. Devin is living off T.O.'s shadow. I mean, he always got to talk about he always got to talk about somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I think they messed up. They messed up. They should have taken the Loma rematch. That fight would have sold, I think, crazy. That's the fight that they should have taken. And that's the fight that would have sold. Like, I think that he could then take ownership of that fight and say, yeah, because of the controversial loss, people are going to want to come see it. Now he can build that, oh, we hate you, you know what I mean, type of shit. Because, yeah, people are pissed off about the gifted win. So now that he can build on, but he didn't build on it. He should have taken the Loma rematch.
Coño, ganaste, tú eres un winner. Coño, diablo, mi hermano. Charles tu cheese, queso. Tiene más queso. Oh, shit, I just got matching numbers on the scratch off. I only won, to be honest, I never won a scratch off. I only won $2. $2, eso es lo que yo gano. Yo nunca gano nada.
He on the scratch off now.
Yo nunca gano nada. Yo, I used to say, yo, I just want to win the week one, the one that you get $1,000 a week. Dame eso, ya, dame eso. But look, I think that first, I think it's a good fight. I gotta give credit to them. I gotta give credit to Devin Haney to fighting Regis Prograis in the first place. In the same year, Devin Haney's been active in the sport of boxing. People say, people are frustrated with fighters that is not active. So you got to give credit where credit is due on that.
Absolutely.
If the fight is going to be happening in December 9th, got to give him credit.
If it happens, yes, you got to give him credit. He's staying active, and that part in itself. I do that I can say. Is it the fight that he should have been fighting? No, I think he should have been fighting Tio.
Gracias de lo mío, José, con los 20 pesos de Cash App, a comprar comida china, familia. Hey, no cocine nada, mujer, que vamos a comprar comida china.
It's still a good fight though, and I think I want to see what Regis is gonna do.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard pick-up fight because if it was the type of Regis that we saw against Cepeda, I got Cepeda knocking Devin Haney out. But
Regis,
Regis. If the Zorrilla type of Regis comes up, where Dev is just doing the 4-corner chase around bullshit fight, then I mean I could see Devin Haney winning on the cards. But if Regis catches him, I mean it's night.
I don't know.
Shout out
Maybe.
to my fault, guys. Shout out to Guts. Shout out to Guts with a $5 super chat in the building. I'd rather pay Prograis versus Haney instead of Tank versus fighters like Hector Garcia. I agree. HLD Loma rematch would have sold like crazy.
Neither. I pay for neither. I just believe that if it's under 147, you got to be both stars. You got to be both stars. That's how I feel.
Is it boxing learning that you won't pay for it because you could get it for free? How about if you couldn't get it for free? Like if you couldn't, illegally stream it, would you pay for it?
No.
Because I know the thing is so easy to get it now that it's like, it's almost like if you pay for it, like you're a fool. Like, what are you?
Yeah,
right
that too. But honestly, like I've gone, especially with Tank, I've never watched any of his pay-per-views except for the Ryan Garcia one.
I've been going to sport bars, man, for a lot of these pay-per-view. I'd rather spend my $85. No, I mean, unless it's a big fight that I know is coming up and I'm gonna have family and it's gonna be a nice little gathering, then it's different. But for the most part, I'll go to my sports bar, have some some steak and shrimp and shit and play it out over there and put my money in my belly.
Good looking out, Method Man on mute. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Good appreciate you, man. Charles and say, hey. Diablo, coño. Diablo, tú ganas de todo, mi hermano. Diablo. Voy a comprar un scratchy game. A ver si gano yo algo.
But we need Teo on the scene, man. He needs to fight this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can't let this momentum go. He can't do that. I don't know what's going on with my guy Teo, but he needs a fight this year. I don't care if it's whoever. He needs to fight this year so that he, iron sharpens iron, and that at the same time, he keeps that momentum going, because we can't have the same thing that happened, that you disappeared for a year, and some change, and you just that I don't think that's good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I always said it. They got to stay in the limelight. If you care, and this is one thing. If you care about the money, always you care about the money. You care about the money. You want the money. You gotta work. They're not gonna promote you. Bob Arum is not gonna while you're not active fighting, or he's not just gonna come out and promote. These guys are not gonna promote. They don't work like that anymore. You gotta stay in the limelight. This is your bread. This is your money. And this is what I was saying earlier about when you were saying that. You see how Bill and Devin work. You know what I'm saying? They use others, man. If that's what you got to do, because they're using your name, to capitalize off their business. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the same, because in the end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter. When they talk about Teo, they're going to talk about Tank. They talk about Shakur. They talk about Haney. See, Shakur and Devin Haney, you see how they're going back and forth. Shakur knows he's not going to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney knows he's not going to fight Shakur. But they keep their name so relevant while going at each other that now when they announce their fight, Frank Martin and Devin Haney announcing theirs, look how it all came about. They talking about Shakur Stevenson. Devin, oh, they're going at it. Oh, let's fight. Oh, you ducking. Oh, blah, blah. We're talking about it for weeks and days. And guess what? Now at the same week, they announced their fight separately. And now
one is official, the other one isn't.
And now we're gonna go with the report now, and I think that is gonna be official as well. But now we're gonna go and talk about now people are gonna watch Shakur Stevenson to see if you're gonna win, and then they're gonna keep on talking about the possible Devin Haney fight, and then we're gonna see if Devin Haney beat Regis Prograis to see if he's gonna win, to see if Shakur and him are gonna be fighting. They're doing what they need to do. Teo needs to keep on being in the limelight, keep on talking. Let's go. It's no quit. It's no breaks. Your break ends when that's it. You retire.
Well, we know that the following fighters are out of the scene for right now. That's Regis, Subriel Matias, and whoever is gonna pick up the junk belt from the WBA. So, who's the name that Teo could fight that would be a decent fight where Tio can explode on and show his talents? Is it Ramirez or is it Barboza or who else?
They about to fight.
They're about to fight.
Yeah.
Who's about to fight?
Barbosa and Ramirez.
No, man, Slick Rick, that piece of shit manager is gonna fuck that up again. He didn't even tell Barboza about the fight, about that they gave him the the time to negotiate.
Yeah,
that guy ain't gonna make those two guys fight, bro.
I think as a manager, I think he the one that pulled the string on that. Think about it. This only works good for Rick. It works good because he managed both fighters. He's gonna double dip. He's gonna get his payday that day.
He's been avoiding those two guys to fight each other for the longest. That's why he didn't even tell Barboza about it. Barboza ends up finding out in the public. Come on, man. But Slick Rick is trash in my opinion, bro. He's derailed Barboza's career. That guy's on the other side of 30, has nothing to show for it. I mean, it's sad. He declined to fight with Tio. He declined to fight with Regis. Come on, man. And we already saw what Ramirez done twice avoiding Regis. Call it the way I see it, man.
You know I got Tio on that. Come on, Chick. Look at Chick. He got Tio and stuff like that. It'll be a hard fight, but I got Tio. That to me is gonna be the most. That to me right there is gonna be the fight. To me, that's gonna be the fight. Shakur and Tio. You know, that right there to me is gonna be such a crazy ass chess match. And I don't know, maybe we'll see that maybe at 147, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that fight. But I like that fight. I like these upcoming fights. You know, I think.
So who's Punch? You never answered the question. Who's the fight for Tio if he used to fight this year? Who? What's the name?
Maybe Lindolfo.
That's available.
To be honest, Ryan.
But Ryan's gonna fight O'Hara's for that belt.
Fight O'Hara. I think Lindolfo. It's an easy top rank fight. You guys know who Lindolfo is? If
there's nobody, look, Matias is not available, then I get a showcase fight. Just keep your name out there, knock somebody out. Hey, if Tank could do it, you could do it. Get your money, get a nice one, get a nice $2 million.
I like the Barboza fight. To me, I like the Barboza fight because he's undefeated. You know what I mean? We could take an O. Plus, there's that history of the bullshit trash talking, right? So it's a good build-up of a fight, which I clearly see Tio smoking him. But, you know, hey, you take an O, you shut up a trash talker. Who's next?
I don't think he's going to fight because now he's not with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
Well, I think there's a 6 month. He's a restricted free agent, which means Top Rank has 6 months to match any offer out there. That's where he's at. So he doesn't get to leave just immediately. I mean, he signs right now within that 6 months period. Top Rank has an opportunity to match it, or something to that effect. So he's not totally free.
To be honest, I just don't know if Top Rank really think that was a big fight. I think it would have happened. I think it would have happened. You know, I just don't think they think it's a good fight.
I
don't think that Barboza has made a good account of himself in hyping the fight. Like, look at his last several fights. Like, your name is around this potential Tio fight, but you never capitalized in the ring. So there was not a big push by the fans because you never showed them that you deserve that. Oh yeah, you could beat Tio. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but you got to look at him like he's in Ocampa. That's, you know, like
I like the fight. You
know, I mean, it's not meant, like I said, there's no other names available. So this is not meant to be a big name fight. This is meant to be a tune-up fight, a keep it busy fight.
And then Barbosa's the same way. Where's Barboza? Where is he? Like, where are you? Who are you?
I'm just saying, I mean, what other choice does Tio have? You gonna sit on his ass?
No, but what I'm saying is push, keep on talking, push for the fight. If Tio has nobody and you have nobody, it's not your job just to sit. Nobody knows you, Barbosa. Nobody's calling for you. Nobody's matching you up with Matias. Nobody's matching you with nobody's saying Devin Haney should move up, fight Barbosa, or Ryan should fight Barbosa. You got it, just like Tio needs to be out there when he doesn't have a contract in his face. Barbosa needs to be out there and promoting himself. You're not a champion. They don't respect you. Don't got the power. You're not an entertaining fighter. You're quiet. This
this is even a perfect time for it for a you know, I mean, there's nothing going on. I wouldn't mind him fighting Kambosos at 140, man, and take care of that. Get that get back right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't
Because
mind.
Kambosos
I wouldn't
can
mind the
sell.
rematch with George Kambosos and
Right now, Kambosos in December. Let's do this and let's get that out the way. Let's get that out the way. Nobody could ever yeah, motherfuckers. I told
I
you.
get that. If he can't get Ryan, he can't get Tank, get George Kambosos. I'd rather get that fight. I'd rather get that get back.
You know, and it's more of a come on, man. We just saw Maxie Hughes whoop his ass. So it's not even, it's just a yo, I told you.
Cash Row, I got Tio in the rematch. He'll be 25, 26 by then. Yeah, he's already 20.
He's 26 already.
Yeah. I think if he doesn't got those big fights, then get a Barbosa. And I think they could promote that and it could be a hype fight. I think a lot of people will watch that fight. And I think, to be honest, I think people will pay for that fight more than the Haney and Prograis, just because of the storyline.
I mean, if you want to make it a pay-per-view, I don't know if it's all that, but let's make it happen. I'm down with it.
If Regis, if Regis and remember, George Kambosos just signed a top rank as well, so that's an easier fight to make than a Barbosa fight right now. Right. I think a Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez rematch. I think and Teofimo Lopez is open to fight a rematch with Barbosa. I mean, with Kambosos.
Yeah.
So that right there, that's right there, HLD right there.
But that's the problem.
Because we, you know, it's not a must fight, but because in the landscape has got to fit. Like, okay, this is not available, that's not available. What to do? Ah, man, let's smoke this motherfucker, bro. Let's get this media demon off my ass. You know what I mean? And like just show you, yeah, motherfucker, he's not gonna last not even 5 rounds with me. And let's just keep it moving.
Danny Medina, nobody stop Tio, you know, and mark my words. Danny Medina, dime la mano, que lo que Castro in the building. What's good? Charles Edward, Casho in the building.
Aren't they talking about Kambosos versus Lomachenko?
You know, I don't know who's talking about it because I didn't hear it from anybody officially. You know, within it's just people throwing it out there. You know, but I don't.
I think Bob talked about it. You know, he said that it could happen next year. Yeah, he said it could happen next year.
Put it this way: what's the reason? What is the reason? Because I could see this happening too. I could see George Kambosos and Tio. You know why? Because what is the reason for signing George Kambosos?
I think George Kambosos is in there for the mix of getting all these vacant belts by Haney. By next year, Haney will have vacated. If he wins against Regis, he will have vacated all the belts at 135.
That's for Shakur, bro.
They're trying to use him. They're trying to use him as a way to legitimize Shakur or that other guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Lomachenko and Kambosos will be fighting for a vacant belt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Because once Devin Haney fights Regis, and he's at 140, WBO is going to ask him like, okay, so you got 9 days to decide where you're going to fight. You're going to fight at 135, or you're going to fight at 140, and then he's going to have to vacate. So the belts will be relinquished, which then makes Lomachenko Kambosos for a belt, which then they could use that fight which is going to be Lomachenko who wins that fight, Loma versus Shakur for unification later that year.
I'm gonna start a new poll then. Let me end this poll. All right, 47% feel like Haney and Prograis is gonna do 100K. 2,000 feel like 2,000 pay-per-view buys is coming second at 34%. Hold on, let's do it. Let's see how
much did do we know what number? No, it was on DAZN, the Regis Prograis fight. We'll never know those numbers. The viewership numbers.
Fight next. Who should Tio fight next? I'm available.
I think he's gonna fight Lindolfo. Me personally.
Let's see. We got King.
Is he ranked in the WBO?
Who's also available?
Ryan's fighting O'Harris. He's fighting for that vacant belt.
So Rolly has vacated the belt.
they stripped him. He's not even noted as champion in the WBA.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, last week they took him off the. They took him off.
They want that. I want to know why. You in a power position. I don't know why would they make that. See, that's what it is. It's the business of boxing. They promise Rolly something. Then they promise.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get
Broly,
it.
I believe.
Okay,
Broly's
I see.
just
I
a
already
fan.
see it. Oh, I was gonna say
because Ryan is not with over there at PBC, and then O'Hara, Davis O'Harris, whatever his name is, he's with DAZN, isn't he?
No, he signed the Golden Boy.
Oh, he signed the Golden Boy.
Yeah.
So there it is, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Ryan O'Harris, bro.
Yep. And then I think Rolly's gonna get the winner, which a lot of people think it's gonna be Ryan, and that's gonna be a pay-per-view fight, and Rolly's gonna get his money.
Exactly.
So we can't say Barbosa because he's not available. We can't say Ryan because you're saying he's not available. Did they order that fight? Did the WBA order that fight already? Or this is because we think that both of these guys are with Golden Boy promotions? Because I haven't heard that from Golden Boy that Ryan is going to be fighting Dave.
It's not official yet. I think
no, it's not official, but those are the two highest ranked fighters for the WBO belt.
So let's put Ryan Garcia in this because Barbosa and Ramirez, they've been ordered to negotiate. So they off limit. Jose Ramirez and Arnold Barbosa. Who's another name? So we got Cambosa, we got Ryan Garcia, we got Javante Tan Davis. Who else? Matias is.
I mean, he's not in position, I think, money wise or anything like that. But I mean, hey, for the
Gary
crowd of
Antoine?
your YTBC, Antoine Russell, man.
All right, let's get Gary.
I'm okay with the Antoine Russell fight, but like I said, this is not for no legacy type of shit. This is more of let's fill in the gap right now.
All right, new poll. Who should Tio fight next? Available opponents only. Cambosa's Ryan Garcia, Tank, and Gary Antoine Russell. See, but to be honest, and I said this, I did a video about it. I don't see it far-fetched now that Teofimo Lopez and Top Rank has petitioned and requested a WBO for him to be a super champ. If they're gonna do that, it's because they probably are thinking about Teofimo Lopez maybe moving to 147 if Bud Crawford decides to drop the belts and he fight for the vacant title. I think that would be a good fight, him and Alexis Rocha. If Bud Crawford goes to 154, he vacates the title. He says he's not going to be fighting no boots, so nobody. So you should vacate the title.
I can see that's why he's holding up. That makes sense. See, I'm not thinking like, why are we, Tio? You got to get in the motherfucking ring. But if we're waiting on what's the landscape of boxing, because I mean, obviously he is not in position to challenge Crawford because Crawford has a rematch with Spence. So there's nothing up there right now for him. But the moment Crawford vacates the belts, then it's open field.
And I think 147, to be honest, is open. Even if with the boots there, it's still open. You know what I'm saying? I think that Teofimo Lopez could become a 3-division world champion. I think that he could be fighting for the WBO vacant belt. He will have the super title. So Alexis Rocha is already in the mandatory position for that belt. Teofimo Lopez, but Alexis Rocha is going to be fighting as well. Matter of fact, they already announced the fight for him. So
but the vacant belts, is that going to happen? Is it like do we expect Crawford to vacate this year?
I mean, he could vacate whenever. Nobody's talking.
Right, but I mean, saying, do we expect? Because I mean, if we can't, and what I'm trying to say, Tio just can't wait on that possibility. He needs to be busy, though. I mean, to me, I need my fighter to be busy, keep your name out there, and regardless if it's at 140, then it's at 140. Fight whoever the fuck it is, just and then hey, as soon as they vacate, let's do this.
I think they also got to be strategic because if remember they fought a guy. He fought a guy that he was supposed to beat, and he climbed back up with the Josh Taylor and the Martin. But that's the reason why we're talking about Cambosa right now, because probably they felt that he should have never fought Cambosa. So can't. One thing about Top Rank, I think they had the skills of his of Teofimo Lopez's ability and stuff like that, just like we do. But there's always not going to be the question which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up.
That's why the Cambosa fight would be would be a good fight right now to get that out the way. It's buried, just like Mayweather with the Castillo fight. You know what I mean? Hey, all right, let you guess what? All right, y'all thought so. Let me show you, and get that out the way. You know what I mean? Everybody remembers the no mas, but they forgot the ass whooping that Duran first gave Leonard. You know what I mean? And so he needs to get that out. I think he needs to get that Kambosos fight out of the way so that it's never questioned, because it will always be on the wall, pinned. Kambosos beat you. You know, regardless of the fact of how it was. We all know Tio was where he was at, but it will always be there. And so getting that out the way would be better, in my opinion. But
yeah, I think that. But I think I understand that. And I think before the Josh Taylor fight, that had a lot of legitimacy, what you're saying. But after the Josh Taylor fight, I think now it truly helped his case. Even the people that didn't want to buy into the Teofimo Lopez was sick, and I know for a fact that he was not even fit to fight. But for the people that didn't want to believe in it, didn't want to take that into consideration, knowing how he performed versus Josh Taylor really put that. See, Tio was really not 100%, because this Tio will beat every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So the legitimacy of his win versus Josh Taylor, for me, in my opinion, is like, you don't really got to prove nothing to Kambosos. It will be good, but we all know, outside of myself, but everybody else, they really know, even if they don't want to admit it, that wasn't Tio.
Well, it's like this for Tio. You know how Buster Douglas lost to Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think people really hold it against him, but like, you guys know this guy called Ernesto Mercado, Tito Mercado. He's an up and coming 140 pounder. Well, he, even though he's not that known, he's got a crazy fan base. They believe that he knocked the fuck out of Tio because he lost to Kambosos. I was checking him out yesterday in the comment section, and that's like, they hold it against him. A lot of people, Latinos that are from around that region, they don't like Tio because he lost to Kambosos.
This is for the narrative. This is not really for anything else, but it's the narrative. And anytime
they create a narrative,
Top Rank or ESPN or whatever out there tweets or whenever they're gonna say, they're always gonna say Kambosos will beat Tio, or you know what I mean. That's always out there, and you have to change that. You have to change that. Now, had Kambosos lost to Maxie Hughes, I think it would have, officially, because I think he lost. But had it been official, then we would have been like, that guy's a bum. Call it what it is. He has never been the same since Tio put a beating on him. And right there, Maxie Hughes even proved it. But
he signed a multi-fight deal. That was his first fight with Top Rank. So I think he got one more fight maybe with Top Rank. Kambosos, they got to make the best of it. Either it's going to be Lomachenko, since they did avoided the Shakur and Lomachenko, as the WBC stated. So maybe we're gonna see Lomachenko versus Kambosos, or we're gonna see Tio versus Kambosos. Do you think that Lomachenko will move up to the 140 and fight Tio on a rematch?
No, he's not.
No, I don't see that. I think Loma is he's really just making sure he gets. Like if Haney would have said, okay, let's do this rematch, he would have fought. He would have fought. I think Haney right now, because again, it's for all the belts. Fighting for one belt, like, and all that. I mean, I just think, like, dude, I already had that belt. It's no big deal to me for Loma. Had it been for all the belts, it's worth the sacrifice, it's worth the discipline, and everything else that you have to put in the back burner in his life to fight, because it's for undisputed. But for one belt, it's just it's not there for him.
Hey, yo, I said this. If Teofimo Lopez could get a Ryan and could get a Tank for February, I say wait for February. I'll say don't even forget about the rest of the year. If he can't get that big fight in February, or he can't get that big fight, then yeah, fight on the Heisman night.
Of course.
I'm not interested in no Tank fight with stipulations. I'll be honest right now. If there's any type of stipulations, I really don't care for that fight.
And look at this. Heisman night is gonna fall on December 9th. That's the night that Teofimo Lopez will be.
Espérate, hold it. The Heisman night is on December 9th this year?
Yes, sir. That's gonna be the finale. So it's gonna be Teofimo. That's gonna be Teofimo Lopez date. So it's gonna fall on the same day as Devin Haney and Regis Prograis.
I would like the Kambosos fight, man.
Now let's see Madison Square Garden. Let me see Madison Square Garden. Hold on. Let's see Madison Square Garden. If there's okay, let's see.
Hey, and there's incentive for Kambosos to come up because it's for a belt. But is he even ranked in the top 15? Would he be considered ranked in the top 15 to fight Kambosos? To fight Teo for the belt?
Probably not.
See what I mean? That's a little tricky there. Even though he was a super champion, I think he had the super belt. Kambosos at 135, so maybe the WBO may make an exception.
Madison Square Garden is not booked on December 9th.
Hay algo cocinando. There's something cooking.
Look, it's an open spot. They got December 10th. The Rangers are playing. The 9th, nobody. Tuesday, December 5th.
Yo, Regis fighting Haney that night, and then Teo fighting Kambosos. I think would be a I smoked this guy.
So what do y'all think about the Thursday that Shakur and Frank are fighting on? You think it's good?
It's a good date because it's Formula One weekend and it's really busy over there in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's a big notoriety. It's going to bring a lot of casuals into to watch Shakur, I think.
Charles said, y'all really think Regis can beat Haney with them T-Rex arms? I think that he could create some looks.
He's got a puncher's chance, in my opinion.
I don't think that he's unpredictable. You know, I think he got a predictable. But I do think he could take a punch. I think he could take a punch, and I think that
the best thing about Regis is that he's strong enough to get out of Haney's
to walk through his punches. Yeah, and
absolutely.
Yeah, so I noticed something that Regis doesn't just let these guys clinch him.
I think in the last fight he didn't do what I used to like about Regis, and I said this before, and I actually did a short video about his feints. I think that Regis probably got one of the best feints in boxing, and he didn't use that his last fight. I think that if he uses his feint, he could offset the speed of Devin Haney's jab. I really think that Devin Haney's jab is already getting timed. You know what I'm saying? We see Lomachenko neutralize the jab of Devin Haney. We know that Regis Prograis is a southpaw too, right?
Yep.
So we seen Devin Haney even with Jojo Diaz. They landed a couple of combinations, you know. But it's good for Devin Haney to also have that experience with Lomachenko, and maybe you could go back to the drawing board and work on his craft and get better at it. So I expect a better Devin Haney. He's young. He stays in the gym. He stays, faithful to the game and stuff like that. So I expect a better Devin Haney. Do we expect a better Regis Prograis? I expect a better Regis Prograis, but not a different Regis Prograis. And I think that Devin Haney is a smart fighter, but I think he's going to have to do more than a jab. These guys are better than just jab.
That's what I'm. Look, the fact is Devin Haney gets touched, and that's all it's gonna take from Regis. The one knockdown they had against Zorilla was one touch, and that's all. I think would Devin Haney get up from that? You know what I mean? I don't know if he'll get up from that from the punch that drops Zorilla. So
is Devin Haney's chin underrated?
I don't know.
Underrated?
Yeah.
or overrated?
No, because I think
who's the power puncher that he fought? You know, who can
Linares got some pop, but you know, he comes from the little division. But I think, a lot of people criticize because the way that he looked dancing salsa at the Linares. But what people got to give Devin Haney credit is that he know how to survive. He survived like a veteran.
That's a different part. That's not the same. We're talking about his chin, and we're not talking about if he can survive. That's strategy. Is his chin under? No, his chin is overrated because if Jojo Diaz was able to make him dance, because I saw him dance a couple times in that fight.
But for me, staying up, in my opinion, because first somebody's cracking right now. Yeah. See, but depending on what's the definition of having a chin, because my opinion, Amir Khan has a glass chin. But if you don't fall and you still could gather yourself even when you're wobbling, I think I still give you credit for that. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but if you're kind of wobbling with guys who are not punchers, We that's where I'm like, it depends on who you like. Wait, we know Canelo can take a punch because he walks through Triple G's punches. You know what I mean? We saw Teo, for example, with Taylor. He took some solid shots in that fight here and there, and they didn't affect them. You know what I mean?
I think that Devin Haney got a respectable chin in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta see that with Regis if he could take a solid punch for him.
I think it's solid. Doesn't mean
I think
it
it's
can't
solid.
get cracked. Doesn't mean it can't get cracked, but it's solid.
Lomachenko was touching him. Diaz have touched him. Linares have touched him. And even though he was dancing salsa, he stood up. It's not like he fell. I think Devin Haney he might not have power, but I do think that he has some durability, in my opinion.
He has heart, is what I can say. I give him that. He's got heart. He wills himself. I give him that.
James Kelly, Patterson jersey in the building. James Kelly in the building. What's good, Punch? I pray all is well with you and your family. Shout out to James Kelly. What's good, brother? What's good, Jane? Long time no see, my friend. How's the family? How's the grandson? Hope everything is well, my brother. Shout out to James Kelly, Patterson jersey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your boy Shakur Stevenson doing his thing, James Kelly. Jersey in the building. Your boy Shakur doing his thing, Kelly. Good looking now with a $20 super chat. And hope that Mrs. Kelly doing all right with the beautiful voice of angels. Shout out to Mrs. Kelly.
How do you see that fight going with Shakur and
Frank Martin?
And Frank Martin.
Man, he's going to
6 rounds, 7.
Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna tell you, I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody outboxing Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson is probably the closest thing to a perfect fighter in terms of skill set. Somebody may argue, well, look at the fighters that he's been fighting. I think that he got great opposition in those weight classes. I think he beat the man at the time with Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez beat Miguel Burchell, Jamel hearing how he beat him. A lot of people felt like Social, Cancocao, whatever, beat Oscar Valdez. He displayed his power, beat him. He went up and fight to the lightweight division. He beat Yoshino, knocked out Yoshino that knocked out Nakatani, a respectable lightweight. I think it's going to be hard to beat Shakur Stevenson. The only way I see Shakur Stevenson losing if he gets stopped or knocked out. But outboxing Shakur Stevenson, man, you got to be somebody special. So
yeah, I think the only type of fighter that could beat.
I see him as a low budget bootleg Gary Russell. Young in the building, young in the building with a $20 super chat. Good looking out, Young. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. God bless.
I think the only type of fighter that's going to be able to give Shakur a problem is a special athletic fighter and the only two guys that come into mind is going to be Tank and is going to be Teo. It's going to take that type of an athletic, skillful boxer to give then Shakur that work.
You see, I feel the same way. And I know that you don't like to get the Tank credit, but he has the skills and talent. He has it. For me, in the lightweight is Tank versus Shakur.
What I don't give Tank. Look, Tank is a talent. I give him credit for the talent. But I am not putting him up there without being proven. I'm not gonna do that. You gotta prove that either.
I'm not gonna do it either. To be honest, I can't even put Tank on a pound for pound list. I can't put him as one of the best.
He's not even a champion. What are we talking about?
But he passes the damn eye test.
No, man. That to me, it doesn't. To me, you prove it, earned. Hey, props. But you haven't earned shit.
Yeah, I agree. Tank is a very talented fighter, man. He could easily be on the pound for pound list if he has the fights. That's all he needs. That's why people are mad. Like, put him on the pound for pound list. He got the talent. He got the durability. He got the chin. He got the defense. He got the counter punch. He got the power.
He's got everything. But show me.
Yeah.
James Kelly, $20 super chat. Says, yo, family's doing great. God bless the family. My daughter and my grandson are here, and I am so glad. God bless. Hopefully stronger than ever. Already teaching him the ropes, right, Kelly? Grandpa teaching him the ropes. I want to see the. I went to the fight July 29th. Woo! And saw Shakur outside of T-Mobile's arena. Thanks, my friend. Yeah, man, it was a good fight, man. Was you James Kelly? Was you shocked? Was you shocked, James Kelly? Because I know that Bud was gonna beat Earl Spence, but even Bud Crawford fans ain't think it was gonna be like that. It wasn't gonna be like that. You know, we gotta be real. Young in the building with a $20 super chat said, "I'm not gonna cap. Y'all sound crazy. Dev is gonna walk through Regis." Wow, walk through him. I could say outbacks Regis, but you're saying that Dev is gonna walk through him, meaning that whatever Regis Prograis throws at him and lands, that he gonna walk. He walk through me, Young. Walk through means that when I boom hit you, you walk through means Gervonta Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz hit him with three shots. Tank took it and then delivered an uppercut. That's walk through. Are you saying that Devin Haney is going to walk through Regis? I don't know. Depending on what your definition is walk through.
He means doing that marathon run in all four corners all night. That's what he means.
No, he's saying through. Walk through is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. That's walk through. He beat Loma 9-3. Oh, I had it 8-4 or 8-4. However you want to call it, it went to the body all night. Did y'all rewatch the fight? How many times does he prove himself? Ooh, I don't know.
See what Lomachenko did that night. Lomachenko walked through them body shots all night long.
Exactly. He walked through them body shots. He didn't back up Lomachenko, the smaller guy. If them body shots was effective, he would have slowed down. Then Lomachenko slowed down because that's what body shots does. Body shots slow down your opponent.
Lomachenko got stronger as the fight went on. Exactly. Actually, in the 12th round, he threw the most amount of punches that night at 55 punches that night. So it didn't slow him shit.
Exactly. So that's what you call effective punches. Remember, in boxing, it's called effective punches. That's how they score it. If you're hitting him with body shots, okay. Is it effective? Is it backing you up? Remember, you want to hit to the body to slow your opponent down. Did it slow Lomachenko? Did it slow his marching to the point where Devin Haney is telling his dad, he got me. Basically, he got me, Dad. Tell me something, Dad. Damn it, you're not giving me no damn instruction. What did Devin Haney?
What do I do?
Yeah, Bill Haney, man, just sit down. Well, he said, he
got bricks.
He said, hit him with the bricks. He hit him with the bricks. Devin is like, damn, motherfucker, you know I got no bricks. What the fuck are you telling me? Hit him with the bricks. You know what I'm saying? I know Devin Haney was saying this mind like, Dad, you know me more than anybody in the world. You know I don't got no fucking bricks, bro. What the fuck is you telling me, Dad?
You got a brick right next. You got a brick in the bucket, Dad.
Dad, why are you lying to me in the 9th round, bro? Yo, come on, Young. Come on, Young. Come on, Young. Young, come on, stop. We not hating. That's not hating. You know, even as a Devin Haney fan, you know he got no bricks. You know that. He said, sit down and lay the brick down. Dad, I can't lay no bricks. You crazy? Come on, Dad. James Kelly con 90 pesos. $20 super chat says, I am not shocked that Bud won. Not me either. But how he won, man, it was electrifying. Electrifying, like The Rock. If you smell the most electrifying performance of 2023.
Absolutely.
Let's make a fight to go see one day. We got to do it. Hey, yo, Shakur Stevenson fighting Frank Martin. Where the fight is gonna be again? It's gonna be in the tri-state area. It's gonna be West Coast.
No, it's gonna be in Vegas.
Oh man,
it's gonna be in Vegas at Formula One a weekend. That's why it's on Thursday night.
Damn, I wish it was the East Coast, man.
Yeah, no, that's why I say it's everybody. Oh, it's on Thursday night. How are they gonna put a fight on Thursday night? He don't sell. No, they're putting him on one of the biggest weekends, in Vegas.
Damn, man. His fight is canceled. He said, boss said the fight is canceled. Let's see. I don't know, man. We live right now. Did we get some new news? Let's see.
What fight is canceled?
He's saying Shakur Stevenson fight is canceled. Let's see.
What?
I don't know. We live, so I don't know if is a breaking news. Let me see. Shakur Frank Martin fight for the vacant plan for November. It's Vegas. It's off. Mike Coppinger just reported 7 minutes ago. Ooh, in Vegas, it's off. Source told ESPN. This comes days after the WBC purse bid was canceled. After the organization was notified by both sides that a deal was reached. Top Rank sent the contract over to Martin's side, and the following day, it was told that he was no longer interested in the fight.
Damn, another quack.
They saw the video when I said that Shakur Stevenson is going to turn. It's going to Man Down Promotions going to go out of business. They thought about that shit twice. Nah, we got to build Frank Martin. Come on, not that quick. We can't shut it down now.
Damn. Another quack.
Another quack. Oh man, Pitbull Cruz, quackity quack. Haney, quackity quack. Frank Martin, come on, man, what's going on? See, you know what was Shakur Stevenson's mistake? He was started to showcase his power.
Yep.
As soon as now he started showcasing his powers, like yo, he got all the skills in the world, and now he's showing power.
And
now he's looking special.
He's got that. He doesn't got that KO power. He's got that I'm gonna fuck you up, lick stupid silly power.
Damn, man. Yo, good looking out, bro. Yo, good looking. See, man, good looking out. Easy. Good looking out. Easy.
Easy ball.
What's
his name there?
Frank going the WBO round. Man. So Frank Martin gonna be fighting what? Pitbull Cruz? Who he's fighting?
No, well, Tank is fighting Pitbull Cruz.
Nah, but we don't know that yet. That's what we're assuming that's gonna be next.
Damn, man.
Oh man, nah, it's not gonna come on. Nah, man, damn. Yo, for real.
Cruz ain't gonna fight.
Let's call it for what it is. Shakur Stevenson is now strictly the boogeyman. He's the boogeyman because he got dudes running now. Pitbull Cruz running. Tank running. Haney running.
Loma running.
They all running. He's the boogeyman now. He's strictly the boogeyman because this is public records. These guys are running away from him. These fights are mandated and they running. Like sometimes people are just calling each other out like, yo, I want to fight you. Nah, yeah. And that's like, but already mandated to fight Pitbull Cruz leaves. The WBC emphasized that what about Lomachenko? Boom, he leaves. George Kambosos on Twitter told Shakur Stevenson said that, oh no, it's too soon. I want to have time with my family and stuff like that. Shakur Stevenson said, okay, I understand, champ. He ducked. They all ducking Shakur Stevenson publicly, bro. Wow. And they not even only ducking Shakur Stevenson, they're ducking the possibility of becoming a champion.
So where does Frank Martin go from here?
The PBC.
Bro, that is trash, bro. So now the next guy's going to move in is going to be Kambosos and Shakur.
They be saying they're overrated, they're all this stuff, and then stuff like this happens.
Wow.
I don't care about those other fights. Now it's going to be Kambosos, bro.
Maybe, but what a bummer, bro. What a bummer, man. Wow.
I mean, they knew that he was going to get smoked. It's a good payday for Martin, and I was giving him credit for taking on the challenge. But now can I give him the credit?
They want to preserve his and they want to preserve his marketability, because if he goes out there and gets smoked, he's gonna become a gatekeeper practically, and he's already older than most of these guys.
Statement from Top Rank spokesperson Evan Korn.
I know who it is. I know who's gonna be the guy.
Shakur Stevenson is willing to fight anybody in and around his weight class. The fact that so many fighters have turned down the challenge is a testament to his greatness. It's disappointing that fans will be deprived of such highly anticipated matchups.
I know who's he gonna fight.
Wow.
It's gonna be Rican against a Rican. It's gonna be Jermaine Ortiz and Shakur.
Possible.
Because he's ranked in the WBC.
But he got to fight. He got to fight already. He's got to fight.
No, he's pissed off that they're not giving him a fight.
But he's fighting like literally this next Saturday. This next Saturday. He's gonna.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, he's under the Venado Joey Gonzalez card.
They might be able to cancel that out.
They could.
I gotta tweet this. I'm gonna say, yo, Shakur Stevenson of the boogeyman. Ever since Shakur started While displaying his power. Oh.
Yo, that's crazy, man. I have never seen this, Punch. Have you really seen this? Like outright?
Not like that.
You know,
Not
I think
like
I remember the last guy that was avoided like this.
Not like that.
Maybe prior.
Not like this.
But not like this. Oh, because it's, you know, we got the social media, so I no. And publicly.
This.
Well, we gotta hear
not
his
like
side of the
this.
story. We gotta hear Frank's why he.
Who? They all got the same side of the story. They all gonna have the same side of what's gonna be Frank. What Frank Martin is gonna say? What's Frank Martin gonna say? This is your opportunity to become a champion, and you bouncing.
I don't know if I could live at his age. I don't know if I could live with that, man. I gave up an opportunity to get paid and to become a champion.
This is why no fights is actually signed. I want people to see this was supposed to be a done deal. They're not taking it a purse bid. They made a deal, Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. And now, where's that deal? Who signed the contract? Because if somebody signed if both of these guys, DK signed the contract, then you just can't voice something. The fight got to happen. This is why I tell you, folks, the contract's a sign of the day of the week of the fight. It's never really a done deal. This is why I'm waiting on Demetrius Andre and David Benavidez. Both of them are saying, "Oh, it's signed." I still haven't had the press release or nothing like that.
Yeah.
James Kelly with $20. This sounds shady. Hey, yo, James Kelly, tri-state area. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson has displayed his power of late, and now they all running. They're running, bro. Not like this. Pitbull running, Tank running, Haney ran. Who else? Loma,
Cepeda,
Frank Martin, Cepeda, Cambosos, all in the same year.
They're trying to squeeze them out of the division, man, because you know what I mean. If nobody fights them, they're trying to squeeze them out. Go up to 140, fight Tio or something. You know what I mean?
They're trying to freeze him out. You know.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do. But no, he needs to fight the next guy up, man. He needs to stay the course and be patient. It's fucked up for him, but stay patient.
Appreciate you, James Kelly, man. I'm tight, bro. That just popped the air balloon, man. Young said y'all on some casual shit. Okay, now we're casuals. Who's your favorite fighter, Young? So we could talk great about him, so you won't have to call us a casual, because that's what it is. We're talking strictly boxing. I don't even see no even bias. Like Regis Prograis Devin Haney a good fight. Wow, where this casual thing?
Because he's about look at what he's talking about, Punch. Look at what this bum is talking about.
Be a duck if he offers Shakur 25%, $8 million. Where you get this $8 million from, my brother?
He's a casual, you stupid fool. First thing is you're listening to Nestor Gibbs and the Haney voice with that bullshit.
He said
that's cat.
If $8 million, I'm gonna tell you like this, my brother. Shakur, Devin Haney made $4 million. Lomachenko made $3 million. That's a $7 million pot. Where the hell you think they're gonna get money to offer Shakur Stevenson $8 million from who? If they free agency?
No, listen to this. If that's 25%, $8 million, that means that Haney's gonna make $24 million.
Exactly.
Man, you're a dumbass, bro.
So tell him. So you telling me at right now, Devin Haney is a free agent, bro. That's what I'm saying. You get misled. Shout out to I get it. Shout out to the boxing boy. But the boxing voice is pro Devin Haney. All right, that's another thing.
It's pro Captain Haney,
bro. Look, bro. $8 million. Where does DHP got the money or the network to give or to offer Shakur Stevenson $8 million? And if that's 25%, my brother, you mean that Devin Haney is getting 20 plus million? You telling me that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney is a pot of over almost $30 million? That's what
32 million.
Is that what you're trying to say, Young?
He's a moron, bro. He must be 17 years old, man. It's okay, young man.
Hey, they said De Los Santos could be an opponent.
Oh, De Los Santos.
Come on, bro. Man, matter of fact, you in the right place, brother. You in the right place to learn. Look what you just said, 25%, $8 million, my brother. From where the $8 million if Devin Haney is a free agent, brother?
Stop being a sheep, bro. You're a sheep.
Where is that money coming from?
He's a sheep, man. Pobrecito. Poor guy's a sheep, man. He gobbles all this bullshit up and repeats it, man.
And let me say, sir, who the hell? And if you want to say Top Rank, that was the meeting. Let me know when Top Rank gave $8 million. The last time they gave $8 million, who they gave $8 million to? Who they giving $5 million to? Bud Crawford. I'm giving you like this. Bud Crawford and Sean Porter. Bud Crawford, Sean Porter, $6 million to Bud Crawford, $4 million to Sean Porter. Now you gonna tell me that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney of $8 million a guarantee from where? My goodness, man. And this guy has the right. You have the right. And thank you for the super chat, my bro. But you have the nerve to say casual when you're talking about 25% of $8 million from a guy that doesn't even have a network.
It's just stupid, bro. These guys follow the Haney voice over there. This dude over there capping his ass off for them. You know what I mean? It's all bullshit, guys. You guys eat up all this bullshit, including the bullshit that Bill Haney be capping out here, bro.
What are you talking about? My goodness, brother.
I don't know. Maybe Jermaine Ortiz can pull out this fight and start.
I think that would be a
let me see
decent
what
fight.
happened. Let me see what happened. Oh, he fought Lomachenko. They made 100. They sold 130 pay-per-view, 130 in which they probably spent way more on the promotion of that fight, right? So that wasn't a successful number. Also, you think that anybody, you know what? Let's give Shakur Stevenson 25% of $8 million. Where they got where they gonna get this money from? You tell
Hey, Punchy, let's not forget that Bob Arum, before all this fake offer, because this is a fake offer, before that, Bob Arum himself offered Devin Haney the Lomachenko rematch, the winner of Tio and Taylor, or Shakur Stevenson, and they turned it down. And the moment that Shakur, when they came out with this fake offer shit, that Shakur, that same day that Shakur then went and petitioned the WBC to activate and mandate him as Devin Haney's mandatory, what did Devin Haney do? He ran to Uncle Eddie. So let's stop it.
And do the homework. Before that, before this $8 million shit, Bill Haney was on the same boxing voice and say, people talking about the 25%. Where was the offer? He didn't even offer the money. There was no money. Everybody, he even said people was talking about 25% because that's mandatory will get the 25%. But nobody sent any offers. Did you hear any offer from Top Rank? From Bob Arum? From Jay Prince? From Bill Haney? Did you hear any offer from them? $8 million, bro. My brother. $8 million. $8 million. $8 million. What is these people, yo? Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Stop drinking and watching the boxing voice at the same time, bro.
These guys got no brain cells, man. They don't think for themselves, man. They don't think for themselves. You know, it's sad. And the fact is, that the WBC not only activated the mandatory Shakur Stevenson with Devin Haney, but they also went into the numbers, and then they came out, okay, you petitioned to see what the split should be. They went through the numbers that a team Shakur presented, and what they say, well, if you and Devin Haney were to fight, it would be at a 50-50 split.
So you telling me, my brother, young, you telling me that Shakur Stevenson ducked $8 million, and this is guaranteed, no pay-per-view. So with the pay-per-view, he could probably make what? $10-12 million. He ducked that, right? And Devin Haney was gonna get 20-something million dollars because of course that's the 25%. I don't know what you gave him.
Yo, he's making Canelo money, bro.
So, yeah. Matter of fact, these guys. So Devin Haney was due to get more money than Bud Crawford or Earl Spence, right? Right?
More money than Tank.
Damn.
No, it's like, hey, my friend, my brother, please, my brother, do your homework, man. Do your homework.
These fools, man. I feel bad. I mean, at the same time, I feel bad for them, but nah, man, they're stupid, bro. This world is full of stupid people, man.
Come on,
bunch of sheep. They believe anything they hear.
No, and I don't not be mean. I don't want to call you stupid, my brother.
I do.
You I want to call you misinformed, bro. You misinformed.
Nah, bro. Hey, Punch is nice, and this is his platform. He's saying, you're misinformed. I'm saying you're a pure dumbass.
All right.
Now we hating with no substance, my brother. You just said that he's gonna get 25%, $8 million, And so that means that what's so how much? Hey, you tell us how much Devin Haney was gonna get paid, yo. You tell us right now. How much Devin Haney was gonna get paid to fight Shakur Stevenson?
How much he's gonna get paid versus Regis?
Come on, young. You tell us how much Devin Haney was gonna get paid to fight Shakur Stevenson. Dime que eres 20 millones de pesos, maldito mamahuevazo, Dime ahora. No, que fucking nice. Maldito estúpido, maldito craquero. Señor, ¿a dónde que vamos a salir? Es fucking $20 million to pay Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Maldito hediondo, señor. Tell us right now. Who's going to pay $20 million to Devin the Dream Haney to fight fucking Shakur Stevenson? Tell me, young.
Hey, how much you think Devin Haney's gonna get?
Maldito hediondo, sucio, malparido. Dile a nosotros, where they're gonna fight $20 million.
He's over here capping with no substance.
I'm trying to be nice to this motherfucker. He crazy, my friend. Tú no me va a poner loco, yo, oíste. Tell the people right now in the chat where that $20 million is gonna come from, you piece of human garbage. No, I see you. Eso me estúpido. I'm trying to be nice, my friend.
I told you, bro, man. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, that's another.
No. You said we don't know nothing. We need to do a homework. You the teacher. Ahora you want me to be your teacher. Ahora, no, you told me to do my homework. I'm doing my homework right now. You give me the damn homework. Give me the answers, bang. Tell us. Because you come over here calling me stupid, casuals, y toda esa vaina, sending the super chat. Gracias, mi hermano. I deserve it anyway. Dime, señor. You tell us where this $20 million is gonna come from. Tell me.
All right, I'm
Tell me.
Chat.
All right, big.
Tell us. No back down. Now he's using it. You tell me now. No, you tell us. You're the one coming over here and fucking critiquing the fuck out of us and me on my platform.
I mean, if you think about it, how much is Devin Haney even gonna make with Regis? $3 million, maybe. But versus Shakur, it was gonna be $8 million. I mean, these young guys don't think a punch. And it's not only in boxing. This is how dumb they are in life and everything. They don't fact check. They just believe anything anybody says out there.
Este tigre de diablo, man. Matthew with the building con los 5 pesos de super chari para que. Speaking of casual punch, you see boxing. No, it's all talk shit on his channels about you hyping a boo-boo. You're one of the only non-casuals here. Gracias, mi hermano. Yo hablo de boo y mira, la gente me dice que yo estoy estúpido. Thank you, Matthew. This guy is going to say that they was giving Shakur $8 million, 25%, meaning that Devin Haney was going to get paid $20+ million. And he just fought $4 million and Lomachenko $3 million. That's $7 million in the pot. You telling me that Shakur Stevenson is worth more than Devin Haney and Lomachenko together? Please school us. Look, I'm not gonna say that I was good at math. Mira, I wasn't even good at math. It's cool.
Yo, but that last super chat right there. And that's a fact. And maybe, you know, and then Boo Boo he's giving you credit because you have, you know, you have been forefront for him. And now that people now, you know, mention the fight with Benavidez and Boo Boo, a lot of people say, hey, that's a great
fight.
It's a good fight.
Hasta Canelo Álvarez dijo 50-50.
It's a good fight.
All the people saying, oh, payday, peguete, fuck out of here, you're a terrible fighter and horrible fighter and stuff like that. But in reality, Boo Boo.
It's a good fight. Look, the problem with Boo Boo is he's carrying the scarlet letter from the bad business decisions he made in the past. You know what I mean? And they hold that against him. You know, but hopefully he gets this fight. And hey, man, if he's able to pull it off, it'll change a lot of things for him. A lot of things. You know, but he needs to keep level-headed business-wise. It's a great fight, man. I hope they announce it soon.
I always said this. If 25% is the most money that Shakur Stevenson could ever make, if it's 5% and he's getting the most money he's ever made, shit, get it. They don't care. What was the percentage of Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather? Didn't Floyd get made like what 30 million and Canelo made like 5 million? Wasn't that shit like 90-10 or something like that?
Was it?
It was low. You only got 5 minutes to fight.
But they believe this cat.
Matter
This
of fact, Cotto got $15 million guaranteed, and Canelo got $5 million. What's the percentage of that?
It's like you were just saying earlier. I've been saying it too. I'm like, how can Devin Haney at any point could offer a contract? He doesn't have a network. He doesn't have the funds to front load an event. So it's 25% of what from where? Monopoly money?
It's gonna pay himself $20+ million, and he's gonna give the guarantee to Shakur Stevenson, and he's gonna. That's what look. Even when we're talking about Shakur Stevenson and Frank Morton, right? And in my video, I'm saying whose petition, who was gonna go to purse bid? TGB. It was not gonna be Man Down Promotions. Just because these guys got a little promotional sticker behind them, that doesn't mean they flipped the bill. You know what I'm saying? That's Oscar de la Hoya Golden Boy promotion. That's the only fighter that ever flipped the bill. Not even Mayweather Promotions.
What does the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight sell?
Mira ese tigre, señor. He says how he doesn't have the network, a question mark. Oh, so you questioning, now I'm the teacher, right? Tell me. They're working out a deal with Regis Prograis, right? When he's talking about Shakur Stevenson, there's no Regis Prograis. He's a free agent. You tell me what network is offering the $8 million, the $20 million. What network?
He doesn't have a network. What are you talking about?
He's a free agent. So where this money coming from, Young? Young, he's a free agent. Young, tell us right now. I'm asking you a question, my brother. Where is this money coming from?
It ain't coming from the Devin Haney fans. I know that.
The $8 million offer, that's the 25% you're talking about, right? The $8 million offer, the 25% and the 20+ million for Devin Haney. Who is paying that to Devin Haney? Please, come on. You are undermining the hype. No, that's not the question I'm asking, my brother. I'm asking you who was giving Devin Haney $20 million. Who? Now, this shit is insane. Young, my brother, please. We could disagree or we want. I'm asking you a question respectfully, right? Who was going to give Devin Haney $20+ million, please?
Hell, you could click the link, man. Get on here, man. Explain your dumbass.
I put it there. Please tell us. I want to know. I'm all about being educated too. You let me know that Top Rank said, "Oh, you know what? Top Rank is the one that offered $8 million to Shakur and the $20 million plus to Devin Haney." Right? You're gonna tell me that? Or you're gonna Eddie Hearn? How about that? Eddie Hearn, give me somebody. Or DHP Promotions.
It's because the Haney voice said so.
How about the boxing boy? The boxing voice is flipping the bill. Hey, they had the boxing voice had the what you call it, the border wars. They're gonna fight in border wars. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson gonna be fighting in border wars. Huh? Young, please come on. The people in the chat is waiting for you, my brother. They're waiting for the answer. Who is going to pay Devin Haney $20+ million? Just give us the damn answer. You say I gotta do my homework. We don't know nothing. We casual. We don't know shit. Let us know who.
All he's got to say is that the Haney boy said so. That's all he's got. That's why he's out here looking dumb.
You said Shakur Stevenson dug $8 million, 25%. That means that Devin Haney is gonna get $20+ million. From who? I want to know who. Bob, who? ESPN, Disney, who? Stephen A. Smith and ESPN. Tell us somebody. The boxing voice, border wars, Nas, Dan, who?
They can hang, man.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. See, Punch, when you say, "Oh, my animosity is because you got Bill Haney," and they come out here, they push these false narratives, capping bullshit. They get their little fanboys all riled up on bullshit that's not true. A narrative that we know is totally false. Mm-hmm. I mean, even Bob Arum said there was nothing to that. There was never a contract. But these fanboys out here, they still push it. You know what I mean? They make the fake a reality. Sad.
Young, the reality is, the reality, he said, Yeah, he was a free agent. I never said he wasn't. Okay, as a free agent, there is no money. He can't offer anybody without any backup because he can't flip the bill. So when they make an offer, if they make an offer because a network or the zone or Top Rank is offering that, they present it to Shakur. You understand? So in reality, he never made an offer. What it was is if Shakur Stevenson would be the mandatory to Devin Haney, the 25, the 75, and the 25% is was mandated, not mandated because you could also negotiate that by the belt federation that the mandatory gets 25%. Which some for most of the time is not even the 25%, especially at the stature of Shakur Stevenson, because he could put it up to 35%. Remember, George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez was not 75 and 25. It was 65 and 35.
Yeah, but I mean, as soon as WBC ruled that Shakur is Devin Haney's mandatory, they said, make us the mandatory, and can you please look into the business side as to the split? And Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC Board of Governors, ruled that a mandatory fight between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney is a 50-50 split.
Because, of course, you all know that Shakur Stevenson is a 2-division world champion, held a WBC title, and they know that this is not a regular mandatory. This is not what George Kambosos was. This is not Stanionis. This is an accomplished, just as accomplished as a Devin Haney, and also is regarded as top 10 pound for pound in the world. So no, a Shakur Stevenson is not worth a 25%. And looking at the market in which Shakur Stevenson does 10 to 11,000 in his hometown, does better gate numbers than a Devin Haney outside of what they did with Lomachenko. So in the market, they probably got almost around the same market. Shakur Stevenson probably has more of a boxing fan base, have shown he got more of a boxing fan base that's willing to pay his dollars, whether he goes to Atlanta or whether he goes to Newark in his hometown. This is Devin Haney's first fight that he's going to be fighting in San Francisco.
Sad, man. Anyway,
I don't even know why people want to make it seem like a war of Shakur Stevenson and Devin. This is the war of the narratives. It's just the war of the narratives. That's what it is. And of course, now they're speaking against each other and stuff like that. They talking about each other's moms, pops. It's going overboard now and stuff like that. But hey, it happens. They in the same divisions. They ain't grew up with each other. They ain't came from the same womb. Shakur Stevenson wants some greatness. You got the belt. He's gonna call you out. Punches. Yeah. It's off. That's what Mike Coppinger has reported about Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. It's off.
But you see, Punch, this is where it goes back to what I'm saying. That these people be officially announcing fights when only one side has signed the contract. And that we need to stop that. That shit is ridiculous. That's why I knew that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is not official. Because he never signed the contract. And he's still yet to sign this contract for December 9th. Regis is out there saying, hey, I signed it. Done. Devin Haney doesn't want to sign it. And that makes me think, why are you waiting to the last minute actually to sign a contract for a fight right before training camp? When we got all these issues going on in the sport of boxing with all the dirty play, I don't trust no one. I don't really trust no one, man. If you're just trying to announce a fight right before you start camp and you keep on extending it, hey, man, I start thinking about cycle times. That's all I'm saying.
I always, in the back of my mind, I was like, Frank Martin, they not ready to put no Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson.
Well, we know that was total destruction.
But look at this. Look at Michael Benson. Look at this. This is a day. This is yesterday. Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin for the vacant WBC lightweight world title is now signed. And will take place Thursdays, November 16th, Las Vegas, ahead of the first ever Formula One. This is what we was talking about. Bob Arum has confirmed. Now, what happened? Who didn't sign? They say it's signed. That's why in the business of boxing for the people I always.
That one's a weird one. I like to see where Bob Arum confirmed that they signed. Because if they signed, how can they pull out?
Exactly. Because in reality, they don't sign contracts. They sign proposals and term sheets. And then in the week of the contract, that's when, that's why in the week of the week of the fight, gloves could be changed. Things could be changed. Things could be added. Sometimes you see fights like, we moving this fight to a catch weight in the last minute.
I think maybe part of the heart of the contract is signed. The heart, the split, the location that they're fighting, and what is open to changing is little things like that. So it's kind of like when you're buying a house, like you have a contract with the offer, the house is said and done, but there's little details that can be changed. Oh, you're gonna leave the refrigerator, you're not gonna leave the refrigerator, or shit like that, right? Those are things that maybe could be changed up until the day of the fight. But as far as the fight itself, hey, you signed to fight me on this date. And that's solidified. And they didn't do that.
James Kelly with the $20 super chat said Martin's last performance is what I believe did it. Maybe. His last performance wasn't good.
Yeah, but why even go into negotiations? We all saw that fight, right? You know what I mean? We saw how he performed.
I think because they looked at the possibility of him fighting for a world title in the WBC, right? But if they look at the long run and they look at what side are they on, and they're looking for a potential money fight, whether it's they want to have a storyline with Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis, could that be next? Are they pulling him out? That could be next.
That could be a fight.
Right. If they say, all right, championship fight with Shakur or money fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, in which they have the storyline that Frank Martin did his thing in sparring versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Maybe it's that. In the end of the day, look how they moving. We know the PBC model. They're cashing out even on the young fighters, cashing in, cashing out. Look at Rolly. Rolly gonna vacate his world title. You in a position, but listen to the business handlers. Pitbull Cruz not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. Frank Martin, they don't want the opportunity to become a champion. Nah, they have their own Canelo. We already got Canelo in PBC, but I'm just saying they're using Gervonta Tank Davis as everybody's gonna make money off. Everybody's going to win. Earl Spence is going to win with Frank Martin with a Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry, with a Tank Davis. I think that's what's happening right now.
I think you're right. I could see that, exactly that. They're just going to keep the in-house fights. They keep on feeding Tank the machine with their own fighters. Pitbull Cruz will probably end up fighting then maybe on the winner of O'Hara's and Ryan Garcia on that side when they fight for the belt maybe. And they're going to go back to the same model of just, in-house fights.
God bless you, James Kelly, man. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, my brother. I think probably that's what did it. I really think that they do feel like, like I said, yesterday, that's what I was talking about. The live was yesterday about, and Tio was in the chat. He said it was a great debate. It was a great point. The sport of boxing and the business of boxing is it is what it is. There's no more sport of boxing, because if this was a sport, true competitive sport, then of course we would have seen Pitbull Shakur a long time ago, and we would have seen this fight, Frank Martin, Shakur Stevenson. But because it's a business, it's business. This ain't even a sport no more. They build Frank Martin up enough to get a Tank Davis fight for him to get paid very well. Maybe he gets 1.5, 1.2 pay-per-view back and gets a $3 million payday. Was Frank Martin ever a hype fighter? Was he ever a high invested fighter? No,
he isn't. He's gonna be a good. He's gonna be a fight for Tank, man. That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it.
And Tank is just gonna keep on banking. He is another 8 mil, 10 mil, 8. They said they already.
And I wouldn't change it if I'm Tank. Good, man. He's making good money. Whatever it is, We're the ones you need to stop putting him in the mix and demanding, oh, but he's no, bro. He's not a legacy fighter. He's a globetrotter, and leave it at that.
See, but the same reason why I say, because I feel, let's say Teofimo Lopez already done the legacy thing. I feel like it, and the guys that he could fight for legacies is not available. So at this point for Teo, what he's done, I want him to get that purse. I want him to get that money. Get him a Ryan Garcia. Get him a Gervonta Tan Davis that's gonna get him the type of purse that I feel he deserves because what he's done legacy wise. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want. That's why I also want that Tank Davis for him. You know what I'm saying? I want that Ryan Garcia fight for him. I think he deserves the payday.
I'm not saying he does. Of course, he deserves the payment, but that's not what made Teo who Teo is. And
yeah, but what does he want now?
But the thing is, nobody's gonna fight Teo in that sense, man. Nobody. They're not. These guys are all. Tank is not gonna risk. They're not gonna risk Tank versus Teo. They're not going to.
I don't.
They're not going to risk Ryan Garcia again versus Teo unless they're trying to cash him out.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't think that Teo is going to fight a risk fight like what Josh Taylor was in a Hulu theater and no pay-per-view. He's not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, but he's not going to stay on the shelf either.
It's either. But that's what I'm saying. He's in the mindset like, yo, I'm not gonna. That's it. I've proven to y'all. I've taken money where maybe good, but it's not the risk that I'm taking. I risk and high reward. I need that, especially now.
There's no doubt about it.
Unless. But did you look at the press release
of what
of his petition? Of the petition, Teo's.
When was there a press release by Teo?
The WBO petition to request to be a super champ.
Right. That well, I saw the
letter,
the report, right?
The letter. So the way that Top Rank is looking at Teo, that should be like saying, okay, so give him the money fight now. Give him the money. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. Give him the money because y'all presenting it that way that he is a commodity and let's read it right here. It comes right up. This is the last official doc.
I think Teo needs to stay busy though. I think Teo needs to stay busy, still delivering those performances. I think he needs a run. I think Teo needs a run of 3 to 4 fights in a row, smoking motherfuckers, smoking them, putting them up there in the status of damn, and not just off of one fight with Taylor that we just saw. I think he needs that momentum.
Cobra with the $5 super chat. Good looking out, Cobra. Appreciate you, man. God bless, man. Thanks for the contributions, man. Hope everybody's smashing the like button as well, man. What we got with the likes? We got 70 likes. Man. Let's keep the likes up. I know a lot of people are going to be talking today, especially with this news, Shakur Stevenson and the Devin Haney. This is going to be news. But let me read you right what the letter is said. As you are aware, this is to the WBO. Teofimo Lopez most recently defeated the WBO world champion Josh Taylor at MSG June 10th. His performance has received accolades throughout the boxing community as well as a nomination for Performance of the Year. It should also be noted that Taylor is a former undisputed unified 140-pound champion, never losing any of his titles inside the ring when he fought Teofimo. This convincing victory as well as the dominant one against former unified lightweight champion Vasily Lomachenko clearly reflects the magnitude of Teofimo Lopez's accomplishments and justifies our request to be named super champion in the junior welterweight division. He is now once again listed as pound for pound fighter and clearly must see TV, as evident by his ratings on ESPN and across all social platforms that generate immense interest when he fights and defends the WBO junior welterweight championship. Should be there anything else you may require or would like to discuss in further detail, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. This is Karma Ready. So them sending that letter to the WBO, it tells me, okay, you're talking about his interest, the ratings and everything else. he is due that type of money. He can't get lowball after, especially now. You want him to be super champion for a reason, and that's the way that I see it. I see it as they working on a big fight. They working on a big fight, and if you get that big money fight, whether it's going to happen in Heisman or whether it's going to happen in the Super Bowl weekend, I want him to get that big fight.
Yeah, but I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, you know, he's in the realm of making what Devin Haney's making. You know what I mean? That's where he's at, the way I see it. Because other than that, you have to go on a run to bring people in. And if you're sitting on the shelf, you're not going to bring them in. I know we know Teal's great. We know he's a great fighter, but that needs to translate to putting butts in the seats. And if we're going to do pay-per-view numbers, we got to get that going. And you're not going to do that if you're sitting on the shelf.
It's going to translate. Keep your name out there. It can't be. No, Teal cannot be in the shadows. He can't be taking a social media break. You got to be out there. Create the interest, man. People. The thing is, look, I think that people, whether even they're not fans of Teal, they know he's special. They know he's entertainment. He's box office entertainment worthy. He got to keep himself out there because that's your money. The money that you want is your relevancy. And your relevancy in today's day and age is you got to keep yourself out there. Teal, these other people are talking about you. Devin Haney knows how to talk about you and create the interest for him and his name buzzing off of your name. Many people are making money off of your name. You got to learn to stay in the limelight and create that buzz off of your own name.
Well, he's going to have to hire somebody to do it for him.
Even these 2 weeks, you know, he's not really 3 weeks. No, it's no breaks. It's no breaks. And I'm not saying that he himself doesn't need a break. I'm saying, like you just said, his team need to be out there. Take over promotion.
His team is fucking up.
His team got to be out there.
I told you. I mean, people need. Hey man, that's exactly what it is. I mean, he doesn't have to be doing it all himself, but you know, somebody needs to be pushing, and that's why I say his managers failed him. That's why I say that whoever is helping him on the background of everything that's happening with him, they're not helping him. They're ready to extend the hand for the check payout, but what are they doing on the everyday grind? Where's you know? And hey, hey, God bless Teal Senior, but Teal is not Bill Haney, and so he needs someone like that's pushing his shit out here. Factual shit, not capping shit, factual shit.
Punch on box.
So I mean, he needs that, and he doesn't have it. And yeah, I know he is more than deserving of that payday, but he may have to go on a run. He has to go on a 4 or 5 fight run of smoking motherfuckers that everybody's like, damn, bro, because Teal went into the Lomachenko fight on a run. He had a run of 4 or 5 fights smoking dudes. You know, he had a good competition fight with Nakatani where it was a unanimous decision. It was great fight. He went into the next fight, knocked the motherfucker out.
But he's been active. Remember, he's been active. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of now, especially this performance versus Josh Taylor, you see, for example, Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is more on social media than ever now. He's talking more than ever. He's still doing little interviews here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's talking a why you think all of it? But exactly. See, it's either people gonna like it, people not gonna like it. But in the end of the day, it keeps your name out there. Exactly. See, now we were just talking about Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. Now Bud Crawford now. He's the one that's saying Canelo. He just tweeted yesterday. It got the people still buzzing. See, now Bud Crawford finally at the age of 30, going to be 36, finally understands what he needed to do his whole career. Yep. See, back then he's saying, oh, it's like, it's unfortunate that now I'm getting all these accolades. No, Bud Crawford, is that you were shutting down media all the time. You didn't want to do anything for the fans to understand who you are, get to know you, your interviews. You didn't want to do interviews. Top ranked people knew that he just didn't want to do interviews. Now you know, because you were a free agent. Now you know that that's your money. Your relevancy is your money. You know what I'm saying? So now
you got to keep relevant.
He got a
Teal
cap.
cannot live. Teal cannot do right now what he did with after the Lomachenko fight, just living off of that one win, just like he just didn't. Because after that, what happened? It went all downhill from there for a minute. He just had a great win, and he's got to keep that momentum going. He can't just live off of the Taylor win.
And
It's
that's what
not
I'm
good
saying.
enough for the public eye. It's not good enough for the relevancy of boxing and making noise.
And this is go back what I was trying to say and what you were saying. You may see it as, oh, Bill Haney, the Haneys are capping. I see it as they doing a hell of a job doing marketing, whether people don't like what they're saying or what they're saying. And the thing is, like I always say, Bill Haney, even if he's in YouTube, he knows where to go. See, Bill Haney is gonna go to the Boxing Boy. The Boxing Boy's got 130 subscribers and they got good lives and stuff like that. He knows where to go. He knows where to go to keep his name pumping, and now he got his name pumping. And
he knows who's got his back with the cat. You know what I mean? Because that's it. That's the other thing. That Ness will push the cat.
In the end of the day, is keep his name out there.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't got that. Don't have that in the background. You need a motherfucker like HLD be out here because man, I don't care who it is. It's been you and me out here on these YouTubes, you with your channel, and me going on panels and fucking because I don't see nobody else really pushing Teal's name and standing on it.
I think, and look, I think they, and the reason why also Bill goes out there because his son don't talk like that. Yo,
No,
even
he don't.
Shakur Stevenson is out there. Even they out there. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're just out there and talking about, look, again, Bud is talking about Canelo. For me, that's not a realistic fight. But it's keeping his name out there. It's questioning it now. Now it's Bud versus Canelo. Bud versus Charlo and Bud versus Spence. So now when you're talking about Spence, you're also talking about Bud. If you're talking about Charlo, you're talking. So now we see Bud now he's really, really smart now because we all know Canelo Alvarez and Charlo going to be fighting. Guess who Bud Crawford is calling out? Charlo going against Charlo and now calling out Canelo Alvarez. So now you talk about Canelo Alvarez, you talk about Bud, Charlo, Bud, Spence, Bud, Thurman, Bud, Boots, Bud, and now when everybody is talking, that's when you could relax your little 2 weeks. See, Teofimo Lopez needs to call out Tank Davis. I want to fight you next. No, I'm gonna move up. That's the reason why I got the WBO. The WBO we petitioning because I want Bud Crawford. I want to fight Bud Crawford next. I'm gonna be his mandatory. I'm gonna fight the winner of Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. And then when they're talking about Regis, they're talking about Teo. Haney, Teo. Bud, Teo. Tank, Teo. But you gotta be out there. Gotta be out there. Gotta be out there.
Shit, I wish he had me on that shit, bro. I'll be burning that shit. Cause right now, right, you didn't even sign it. You voted me to go fight Regis, and you ain't even fight him, man. Yo, Regis, me and you need to fight.
Because that's the hustle. The hustle is this. Devin Haney is not dropping on his belts, but he's not going to go back to lightweight division, but he's a free agent. It's my job to convince the network. I want to get Regis program. I can make 135, but I want to know how my body feels at 140. I'm going to keep the belts because I already spoke to, what I'm saying? I'm cool with Shakur Stevenson, and we might fight next. And maybe we could bring Shakur Stevenson, what I'm saying, to the zone and stuff like that. We could work out a good deal. Okay, let me give Devin Haney this money because we might have a Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. That's going to be a big fight. That's the hustle. That's the hustle. They doing it the right way. I don't like when fighters be like, oh, I'm not going to fight him. Oh, I'm not going to fight him. I'm not going to fight him. You know why? Because now you fucking up your own business. Why would a network be like giving you like a 3-fight deal, 2-fight deal, an extension? If you're saying that you're not going to fight, oh, we're not going to get that. Let's not spend our money right now anyway. The Haneys are smart, bro. The Haneys are one of the smartest people in boxing.
Well,
in my opinion.
I would hate that Teal don't fight this year. That's all I got. I would hate that he doesn't fight this year. I think he needs to fight. I don't care who it is, really. I know the landscape doesn't show for any big names. We mentioned Cambosos. Hey, get that leg back and solidify what should have been. If it's not that, I wouldn't mind then taking, the Barboza fight. just because there's there's a little, it's been out in the news. Barboza challenging that he was at your fight, blah blah blah. Take that motherfucking O, man, and send them to the oblivion. Ramirez, I'm not too, man, for whatever reason, I could care less about Ramirez. And Tio. I could care about any fight with Ramirez.
I think that's
I'm
a better
done with
money fight right there, though.
You think it's a money fight?
Yeah, because Jose Ramirez, he could put, what was the last time? He put like 15,000. He sells. So in the West Coast, him and Teofimo Lopez will do good.
Then fuck it. Then there it is. That's the fight. And make it happen. Maybe Slick Rick don't duck him and shit. Because that's his manager who's the one making him not take these fights. So then put Ramirez and Tio. And I mean, I'm just saying.
But there was a meeting. But there was a meeting for Tio and Barbosa, and the Tio team did.
Yeah, and they turned it down.
So can't get mad at too much with Rick and them. Not on that sense.
Well,
I was all right with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all right because in the end of the day, Sando Martin had a more significant win than a Barbosa.
Yeah, but why did Barbosa turn it down? Just like they turned down Regis.
I think more maybe it's a network thing too.
At that time, though?
At that time. And that time they was not going to work with Regis anyway because of who's Regis dealing with. Remember, he was dealing with what's the company?
Probellum.
And they was not going to deal with no Probellum because they was going out of business and the people that was dealing with and shit like that.
Got you. I don't know, man. I mean, now we're stuck. Well, back to the same circle all the way around. Devin Haney, hopefully he signs that contract. Hopefully we do end up seeing this fight, if it's going to be a reality or not. It sucks what we just got to news with with the ghost. He ghosted himself.
Charles said, Bud is the all thing fair type of guy, a chip off the cheese block. Bud didn't do it then because he was paying Top Rank to do it. When Top Rank turned around and said he won't promote himself, he said, that's why I'm paying you. Facts. But I'm saying the promotional company is not working like it was back in the days now. They're not working like that. They just flipping the bill. They flipping the bill and using the budget money from the networks, and that's how they're pocketing it. They're no longer promoting the fighter. Now it's up to the fighters to promote themselves. Fighters was begging for their power, so now they give you, but we're not going to do the extra shit.
Yeah, the word promoting nowadays by a promoter does not mean promoting a fight. It just means we're just handling the business ends to make the fight happen.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And they'll have one or two press conferences, and that's it.
That's why I feel like they, when you get a name and a brand name, good looking out, Cesar Peso, Cesar. Good looking out, appreciate you, Cesar. You see, like Boost on a network deal. You know, if when a guy like Tio is going to be a free agent, you sign a network deal with ESPN and say you don't need. They're going to promote you. They're going to do the commercial. They're going to front the money, and really that's it.
I feel that network deals are also the death of a fighter because they're not putting the fights, making them happen.
I mean, you still got to have your little. You still got to have your little TGBs and stuff like that. You still, but I'm saying like.
I mean, Boots. What's going to happen to Boots?
These fighters are hiring their own camera people. You know what I'm saying? They have to promote themselves now. They know that. You know, and some of these fighters are not willing to do that. You know, they got to do it.
Punch, man. That's all I got, man. But okay.
All right, my brother. All right, man. Today, good looking out, man. Good looking out, everybody on the chat, man. It was a good convo. It was a good convo. I'm gonna do a video about the Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. I really want to know more information about it. Do a video and put it out there, man. Good looking out for everybody, man, that subscribed to the channel, that smashed the like button, that donated and stuff like that. Good looking out. Let me run it by. Cesar, good looking out, man. Appreciate you. High Low, Esco in the building. Elvis, good looking out. Guts in the building. James Kelly, Young C757. It was good. It was good going back and forth for you, my brother. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Good looking out for your support too, man. Next time, man, get on the panel, man, so we can chop it up, man. Don't worry, it's just a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? James Kelly, New Jersey, Cobra. Good looking out. Matthew Bone in the building. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for all that supported. Charles at the cheese. You already know. You always good with your boy. Love y'all. Have a great Saturday. Let me chop up this video and stuff like that. Talk about the Shakur and Frank Martin, Shakur Stevenson, the boogeyman, making everybody run, everybody sprinting. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Shout out to the members.